states.
I mean, I agree with you. See,
And what aspect?
Father's Day is a bit of a shit holiday.
Well, I'm not a father. I hate that y'all feel like this though, man. We got to do better next year then.
I mean, and you know, and now the narrative over these past couple of years is single moms want to take fucking Father's Day too. Come on, you know what I mean? You already get Mother's Day. I'm not celebrating you twice. You know what I mean?
That's diabolical. That is diabolical right there, Raymond. That is diabolical to even think that. For real. Shout out to my fathers, man. Y'all, hey, y'all get y'all flowers over here, man. So
yes, sir. Cheers to all the pops in the building.
Salute to the fathers, man. I'm a Father's Day kid, so salute to my father and salute to all y'all fathers.
Interesting, y'all. I just saw a nice comment that popped up that NBA players who got kids want to spend Father's Day at home with their family too.
Ah, okay. I mean, I low-key ain't mad at that. I low-key ain't mad at that.
I'm high-key pissed at that. Because at the end of the day,
against Seattle,
they there on Christmas. Shit, they don't got no problem with being there on Christmas. The fuck?
But that is a good point. But I'm saying, come on now,
They get Thanksgiving, so that's why they got to give up Christmas.
I'm just saying they get paid a lot of money. You know what I mean?
A lot of money.
Show up for the dads out there.
God, come on now. Anyway,
all right, let's run a joint. I got you. See on the share. Peep this one out, y'all. Okay, clips coming back hard. Some shots fired at Travis Scott right in there. This new album gonna be ill. Let God sort him out. July 11th. What y'all think of the record?
Boy, we had a whole discussion over here. First of all, I like it better than the first record.
Okay.
So that's out there. But I like the clips. I just don't know if they've gotten much better since I last heard them. And that's just a personal thing. I don't know, man. They could rhyme. I like this record. I just want more, man. I don't know. I just want to.
So what you're saying?
I think they reached their bar, and that's just me. I think they're capable of more.
So what he's saying is he don't see the advancement. Is that it? Is that
really have not? I think it's good music. It's good. We accept it for what it is. It's the clips. We love the name. We love Pharrell. We love what it all stands for. But from the beginning, when you heard the clips, to the middle when you heard the clips, to now, I don't know if this is their best work. And I'm not hating. I'm just being honest about that. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying that.
So they still
there's a bar.
They're in the same pocket as before.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, I think they're good. I just don't think. I don't know
what you're saying.
Advanced. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Another level of advance. So basically, and basically, you said it too. You know what I'm saying? You said that you felt like it was back in high school. Feel like
I felt like they sound like back when they first came out. That's what it sounds like. So I guess more or less, together the sound still sounds the same, but I haven't really could say like, all right, they're back. You know, I don't get that effect. I guess if Pusha T drops the record, I'm like, all right, cool, Pusha dropped the record. He's gonna sound different. But together, you know, I think there's more work to be done.
So I can't wait till the project fully comes out. Rock Nation had a listening party here in New York Monday, I believe. Me and CL didn't know nothing about it, but okay. But anyway, we found out later. But I can't wait until the album do come out, and I want to see, since people are on, and when going back to what I was saying, I think a week ago or so, when people was talking about Lil Wayne and the direction that he's doing with his music, but the people want to hear what they remember Lil Wayne for. So that goes into the point of what we're saying. People that remember what a clip sound like and is. So to some of us, we might be like, okay, we heard this already. What's the next step? What's the next sound or style of your rapping? Let's hear some. We know that they growth. I mean, I didn't hear a lot of drug talk in these two records, but it still sounds like, I know what you're saying. It still sounds like, okay, I can hear this on their first album, second album. and being that they are wait, Raymond, did Push said something I was saying to CL. Did he say something about Neptunes in the rap? Like no more Neptunes?
Yeah. And I don't know if that was a shot at NERD, but I mean, because Pharrell produced that track.
I know. No. So what I was saying is I know it's not at Pharrell, but could it be at Chad?
Yeah, yeah, that's what you know what I mean? People definitely been talking about that. They've been talking about the shots at Travis Scott. Don't even know what that's about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if homie like wanted to get at Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott took her. I don't know. You know what I mean?
So
Ooh,
what's your
I
theory?
didn't know
on
about
what we-
that last one.
Yeah.
No, I'm just speculating. I'm like, because he definitely
this
said the
rap-
Calabasas shot in there. He called out Utopia, So.
Oh shit.
So Raymond, what's your theory on what we just said about the whole thing?
No, I do agree. So basically, what the consensus was saying is there's been no like evolvement, right? Like you saying
Elevation.
they sound the same as when they was popping, like you said, in high school or some shit like that. So which is a good point. So let's play this next record because the conversation is still very much relevant. Peep this out.
I did. I got a chance. I don't know. I want to hear from everybody else.
Anybody else? Anybody else listen to the album?
Nope, I didn't get to hear it yet, but I do. I can't wait to hear it though. I plan on listening to it real soon.
I'm gonna tell you, go into that album with an open mind. Would you agree with that, C? Would you agree with that interpretation? Yeah.
I would. Yeah, because Slick Rick, your expectations may be a certain way. I'll say this about it. For me, I enjoyed a lot of the album cuts better than the quote unquote big records. So we were talking about the Landlord record, which I liked a lot. There's another record that it was short, but it had a dope classic reggae sample in it. And there are others, but I love Slick Rick. And for him to come back after all these years, not really lose too much of a foot, I got to give him credit and props because it's not like, we've heard other artists that taking a break come back and they sound like complete, like a shell of themselves. I thought Rick was able to hold his own, do his thing, and even put some of the classic Slick Rick style, the interludes, and that stuff is dope. So it's definitely worth the listen, in my opinion, if you haven't got a chance to check it out yet.
Yeah. So that's why I wanted to play that now, because we were talking about evolution and perhaps the clip's not evolving. I think this is a good classic Slick Rick sound, but in 2025. Like this didn't feel dated. Would you say? Like the song didn't feel dated? He's got Nas on this one. Nas has been still rapping his ass off everything that man touches. So
Yes.
This is where we say, I think that's having that conversation about the clips and then then hearing Slick Rick. That's what, like I said, there's an evolvement. You know what I mean? There's an elevate to where you at in your life, right? You know what I mean? So
like he gives a little bit of both, a little bit of the old, because I heard people say, it sound like the old, but the elements as far as in the beat stuff is in the middle. So it's a little bit of old with the new. And yeah, that's the thing. Mix it up. It's possible of doing that. I know. Here, CL and DWI, I was playing something from an artist that I'm working. Y'all said y'all was surprised that I did the production. You know what I'm saying? And I pay attention. So I know a lot. Mad Skill said this in one of his posts. He said a lot of people are critics, but some people need to just be fans. The only people that can criticize is the people that know how to do what they do, and I could be one, like, I know how to create. Like, people like, oh, that beat is this, da, 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 da. But do you know how to make a beat? Until you could criticize what I do, or DJ, or rapping, or whatever it is, you criticize let's see if you can do it and take on that same role of being criticized.
Facts. I salute that. Swerve.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the
but-
real.
but-
I mean, you could be a fan. You say, like I said, you played a record earlier, and I said, I don't really like that, and I kept it. That's it. That's it.
It's art, right? I mean,
I
it's
didn't say
subjective to
nothing
what
else.
we like and what people believe in, and
But some people go in about like people's going in on Lil Wayne.
they're going in on them.
You know what I'm saying? But half them people that went on Lil Wayne can't even do
Well,
half of what Lil Wayne has been doing.
yeah, and I also think it's like what we spoke about last week in terms of people follow this train. You know what I'm saying? Like, if 5 people go on social media and make a post about how they didn't like Lil Wayne's album, that can potentially sway hundreds of thousands of people to say that his album's trash without even listening to one record.
So I love that. I love you said that. So I'm a big movie head. I love film. So and music. So when people say things like that, now I don't even listen to them. I look because a lot of people that said things was trash on film, I thought it was really dope when I looked at it, because not only that, I'm not looking at it as film because I really study film too. Like I look at, you know, how the director direct, how it was shot, understanding storylines, everything. So I'm a little bit more technical. So maybe
but
I get it more.
that's why I say art is subjective to the whoever's looking at it or listening to it. You know what a child might find in a song versus what a adult might find in a song, totally different. But they might love this song because that's just, so I think there's something to be said about that part of it. I think, obviously we're different on this call. We're talking about DJs and music, audio files and people that, it's a different thing for us. So we're looking at it at we're analyzing at a different level. But, overall, I'm saying that we are expecting people to come with their game correct at this point. And we don't really have time or space for the average. We want you to excel at whatever level you're at.
But see,
give us your best. All of us deserve it.
We know
in a bad space.
We know back in the day, we either liked the record or disliked it. Either we brought it or we didn't. Now the World Wide Web plays a big part. So everybody with a booty hole got an opinion. You know what I'm saying? I have to say it like that. But everybody with a booty hole got an opinion. So it doesn't matter. It's like, we'll say if this World Wide Web did not exist, then you keep your comments to yourself. And a lot of people, you're right, are influenced by what other people say. So they won't even give the time to give that thing a chance because they're already influenced by somebody else in what their opinion is.
No, that's fair.
And so at that point, they're not even a leader. They're a follower.
Yeah.
They follow everybody else.
Well, look, sending it back to you, Ray, because we're going to open it up because I know this is a conversation that's probably weighing heavy on other people's minds as well. What do y'all think?
It's actually a very good segue to this little video that I would like to present to everybody because the arts are at risk. We've been talking about this. So I want to play this real quick and everybody will chime in and have the combo after. Keep game.
It's not really enjoyable to make music now. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of practice. You need to get really good at an instrument or really good at a piece of production software. I think the majority of people don't enjoy the majority of the time they spend making music.
That is Mikey Schulman, the CEO of AI music generator Suno, which he describes as...
Suno is a way for everybody to experience all of the joys of music. We're not making music, we're making musicians.
Mikey also says that it's Suno's goal to
a bigger, more vibrant music industry that has way more participants in it and not this more precious thing where very few people have access to actually doing it.
One of the problems that has led to Suno being sued by UMG and Sony is the unauthorized use of copyrighted music. God knows how much music from
everybody from the neighborhood go there
for their training data. In fact, in this interview, Mikey admits,
yeah, we know that there are some copyrighted works in our training data. That's not illegal. It's what every AI company does.
Suno has gone on record to say their training data includes essentially all music files of reasonable quality that are accessible on the open internet. Some of the music generated on Suno has included producer tags from Cash Money AP, Jason Derulo, and also my guy Cuddy Fresh with this messy ass Timbaland situation. if you didn't know, has equity in this company, Suno.
Yeah, he's an advisor to the company.
Suno has not had to pay the musicians or labels that have contributed to their training data, even though
We made a decision to start charging from day one.
there's rumors that major labels and Suno may be close to reaching a settlement in court. With this settlement, this would give Suno licensing rights and major labels equity in the company. You know, with that said, I can't help but think, what about the independent artists? Who's there to go to bat for us? Mikey doesn't seem to be too concerned about us.
I have good taste. I make good Suno music. Yeah, I can't play the piano, I can't play the guitar, but I am very good at picking through the Suno music and finding the way to make it sound like you wanted it to hear. And that makes me a creator.
Mikey wants Suno to give everyday amateurs access to music skills that professionals had to earn to achieve. In fact, Mikey would like to see a world where real musicians and amateur AI music generating creators share the same platforms, as if music is not already overly saturated.
It would just be a bummer if I had to go to two different places.
It'll just be a bummer. Which is sure to cheapen the value of music that artists already only get paid a fraction of a penny per stream for. Why, Mikey? What's the purpose of this?
We didn't just want to build a company that makes the current crop of creators 10% faster. If you want to impact the way 1 billion people experience music, you have to build something for 1 billion people.
This is not just about AI. This is about greed based off a product that is trained off the hard work of real artists like you and I. You know, the ones that actually enjoy what Mikey calls hard work.
All right, so that was a clip of Curtis King addressing the president of Suno. And, you know, this recent scenario with Timbaland, which obviously became public in the idea of copyright infringement. The arts are at risk, y'all. I mean, everything that we have been talking about. I mean, to hear this man say, I don't play an instrument, I don't play a piano, I don't play a guitar, I don't play this, but I can use AI and make my own music. Stealing. There's no creativity in that. You know what I mean? And this has been a heavy topic. You know, especially because we look, I mean, I don't know how y'all feel, but I have had much respect for Timbaland and everything he's been able to do in his career. I've legitimately went to Timbaland shows and watched him make, I mean, that was his thing. He would make a beat live in front of us. And to hear that this is where it's all going, it is extremely sad. So wanted to share that video, catch everybody's thoughts. I know we're all adamant about the arts. I know we're all adamant about real life shit. Is there a way to stop this? Is there a way to, or is this what music is now going to be moving forward? So, Big Red, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Raymond? What's happening, everybody on the call? I am guilty of using Sono. And I, myself, personally, I thought Sono was basically, like, he opened up the curtain from The Wizard of Oz, the guy who did the podcast. So I'm thinking that genetically, that is just taking sounds from what I put into the computer, what I've programmed, that it gives me a sound similar to, you know, and similar to what I'm expecting to hear. And to hear that it's basically, you know, I'm sorry, but it's just, there's no way of taking the hard-earned work from artists and snatching it and make it a similarity to it. And this person, this is copywritten music, and this person is not going to even get a chip or a fraction of using their idea, you know, and that's crazy. I mean, it really makes me feel some type of way, because I'm thinking that this AI generator is actually on point to what I'm typing in. You know what I mean? So like I said, this is what we're actually, and funny because, you know, this week in class, this is what we're talking about, virtual reality, you know what I mean, of music interpretation, of basically, of no longer using instruments in producing music, basically using MIDI instruments and also using AI. So with that being said, what he said, I believe that it's a bad situation for the music industry. It's lazy as hell, you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking that if there's a way, reason why I'm saying lazy is the fact that I'm thinking that I'm inputting the information that I want, but it's actually stealing someone else's information and giving it to me. And that's bad business right there, man. My thing is, I really think that legally they should get down to the bottom of it. And then, as far as music industry goes, it's pretty much something that's going to keep rolling. You know, it's just one thing that once you start the little snowball, it turns into a boulder, and that's what's happening with the music industry. Now, I just think that's a bad situation, a bad shape.
Right on, Red. What's going on, Britt? Love to hear from you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yep.
So last week when I asked Kid Capri this exact same thing, this exact same scenario about like artists being mixed in, AI artists being mixed in with you know, real musicians, real artists on our streaming platforms, and DJs not being able to tell the difference between a real artist, an AI artist, not being able to make decisions because it's really taking away your decision, right? Because if you can't tell the difference between something that's like GMO food and non-GMO food, if they all labeled it the same, you don't know what you're eating. You don't know what you're digesting musically if there's not some type of warning label on it. Like there's some type that makes it a different platform than just mixed in with regular artists. And what that does is it causes resentment within the community of artists. Like it now they don't want to make music because the very essence of what they do took them years to perfect. It took them years to learn how to play the guitar, or years to learn how to play the piano. It took them years to learn how to produce records. And now you're saying that we're going to replace you with something that can do that in 5 seconds and then feed it to the masses as music. And it does seem unfair. But as far as like what we can do about it, there is absolutely nothing we can do about it. Like, I'm gonna just be a realist right now. Like, I want to be hopeful and say, oh, well, people are still going to be advocating for real music. And yes, they will be. But as the generations grow up, you know, Alpha generation, some of Gen Z, as they grow up, they're going to get used to the sound and they're not going to care. They already don't care about the political atmosphere, about what's going on. They're not going to care. They're just going to say, oh, well, it sounds good. You know, and there are people out there that's going to be like, look, I buy into whatever sounds good. I don't care how it's made. Just like I eat whatever food as long as it tastes good. I don't care how the animals are slaughtered. I just care about the end result. So to answer your question, there's nothing we can do about it. So you either have to get on board with it, find another way to make it yours, find another way to make it personalized, make it more human. You can fight the machine, but this is coming. And in the next couple of years, the atmosphere around music, around the way that we take in any type of media in general is just going to completely change. It's going to completely change. So you just got to buckle up. You got to put your big girl panties on, your big boy drawers on, and like deal with it. That wasn't very inspirational, but time's up.
What's good out there, C? What y'all think?
Yeah, we got our DJ Tariq in the building. He said something off camera and had a couple of things to say. So Tariq.
Peace. So I agree generally with everything that I heard, and DJ Big Red, I agree with everything that you said. But what came to mind was that was exactly what the musicians were saying when we started sampling in the late 70s and early 80s. They felt exactly the same way. And everything you guys said was everything the musicians were saying. So I'm wondering, are we old school? That's the best way I can put it. Are we just old school, or are we just not up with the times? Because we were basically stealing music. Just like I think I'm sorry, what's the DJ's name? Or young lady who just spoke, Brittany?
Miss Brittany. Miss Brittany.
Stealing music. That's what we were doing when we were sampling. We wasn't paying any copyrights. We wasn't giving anybody credit early on because we didn't know any better. And we were just taking loops, taking bass lines, taking horns, and stealing music. So now they're stealing music. It's not different. I don't agree with it, but it's not different.
See, I was literally just about to say, someone's going to counter that with what he just said. And I think where the difference is, where the nuance comes into play is, if you're making music even if it was back when we first started sampling and so forth, there was only a few people that knew how to do it. So it's kind of like social media right now. We get to hear everyone's thoughts. We don't need to hear everyone's thoughts, but we get to hear everyone's thoughts. With music, is going into a situation where we're going to hear everyone. We're already hearing 90% of everybody as it is, which to me is not good, but we're going to hear everyone, coupled with the fact that now you're going to have this AI machine that is going to be producing this music. The only thing that can happen is, you know, we can do the whole cream rises to the crop. Whenever we discover what the actual cream is, I don't know what that's going to be under this AI shit, but there has to be some sort of delineation from who's actually making music or doing something good versus us just hearing everyone, because that's where this shit is leading. That's how it really gets diluted. Imagine if Timbaland, Pharrell, Swerve, imagine if these three were the only three people that knew how to use AI. And so whatever we get from them, we're going to appreciate it because they're the only ones that know how to do it. When everyone is doing it, that's when the shit gets diluted. Going back to what the DJ just said. When we came in doing sampling with hip hop, there was only a few people that knew how to actually do that. The rest of us had to be an audience. We had to not be on stage. At this point, we've gotten to the point where everyone is trying to be on stage. And if everyone's on stage and there's no one in the crowd, that's how this shit becomes diluted. That's how the value gets lost. So that's the real question is, how do we turn this AI thing into something valuable? I personally don't see it because it's way too early and I don't care for it, but it's kind of what we got to think about in terms of a solution.
Well, Quantum, like I told y'all this 2 years ago on this joint. It's been recorded that everybody's job is in jeopardy. DJs, producers, everybody. I foreseen all of this because I watch a lot of YouTube. I do a lot of research, especially when it comes to music and what I love to do. So when I said what I said 2 years back, I said it because I'm like, I knew what was coming. I'm not going to be the old head and be like, oh, nah, this ain't going to happen. I'm trying to stay ahead or within time of what Timbaland was already doing. I know what he's trying to do. People get in on him, but I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get ahead of what most people are not seeing, and he's really in the business side of it. It's beyond like I told you, the word culture does not exist no more. It does not exist no more. It's like F the culture. They're putting the middle finger you up. F culture. It's about this money. It's about this business. Just like Raymond, you said why they did what they did with the NBA. It's about money. I keep saying it. It's all about money. Everything y'all want to speculate, wipe all that out. It's about money. So people will step on your foot, take your head off to get to that money. It's all about the money and power. And then maybe you get respect, but not really. So people don't care about how it's being done. And Brittany, you said what I've been saying for the longest is they don't care how it's being done. They just gonna do it. Raymond, I told you in the chat, there's gonna be a 5-year-old billionaire by next year or the year after. A 5 years old. That because all of this stuff right here is a big old video game. It's a video game. So I don't know how many gamers that's up on here, but that 5, 6-year-old, 8-year-old, they're gonna look at this AI and all this stuff as a big video game, and they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna master it, and they're gonna be the new millionaires and billionaires. I bet you we'll hear a billionaire at the age of 15. I don't know where they're gonna be in the world. There probably is one now, but I'm just saying.
So if we know this, right? If we know this, why not put our resources together to get there first? Why not? If we know this, if we know that AI is going to create billionaires, why not create Black billionaires? Like, why not get there before they do, right? If there's nothing that you can do about it, right? If there's nothing that you can do to stop AI, how do you work with AI so that you can stop working? Okay? How do you retire yourself? You're a DJ, you're a producer, you got the skill, right? You can feed AI everything that took you 5 hours to do. You can feed AI and get it done in 60 seconds. Why not become the billionaire?
I'm not saying that.
No, I know, but what you're doing though is
Yeah.
you're reminding us of the problem. I'm
Yeah.
sitting here reminding us of a solution because yes, every call we get on here, we talk about AI, we talk about what is it doing, how jobs are going to become obsolete, blah, blah, blah. Let's not talk about that anymore. Let's talk about how do we get people on this call that can teach us how to make the money, get ahead of the curve, then we become our own billionaires. Then we be like, okay, you're a producer, you're a DJ, you know how to put this skill to use, you know how to do this. Get on the call, create an app, create something so that I can retire and I can be on y'all's yacht shaking ass. Until then, I don't want to hear it.
No. So okay, I don't know every nook and cranny of this.
No, but here's my follow-up though too with Brittany for you, Swerve.
Yeah.
You've been saying this. Are you gonna jump into AI?
I'm not on it right now.
But that's what Brittany's asking. Because you've been saying this. Are you gonna dive into AI?
Well, I would say I'm already using it because I'm using stems on an MPC. So you could say that's pretty much that already. So
That's not AI. You just stripping lyrics. You know what I mean? You just taking out that. I don't consider that AI. That's a software.
Well, there is some stuff that is used that can help me make my workflow faster. Let's just say that, which I kind of see it as an AI, but maybe it's not because I'm still really creating. But of how as far as I guess what you're saying is, am I using like putting out the
that's all we asking, Swerve. Are you gonna if that's where the game is going, you're gonna jump into AI. That's what you're saying.
Like Swerve, would you have AI do a mix for you and then put it out there as a Swerve mix? That would be what AI would do.
I know you asked. No. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm not saying I won't ever use it. I'm sure because I like.
I think you're saying a whole lot of something without saying anything, though, Swerve. My question to you is: are you going to use AI moving forward? Like for me, like I hear what everything Brittany.
It would be yes too. It would be yes. It would be yes.
Wait a minute.
There
Wait
it
a
is.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We.
Are you on now?
Yeah, I think we.
Good. No.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I think we still got to remember that. No, I'm not.
Y'all good.
No. We can hear both of you.
So no. What I'm saying, just to say off of this, right? At the end of the day, technology it's built and it's built to be used. How you use this stuff is where it gets evil and it gets good or bad or whatever the case is. Now, in Brittany's case, I'm agreeing 100% with you. We're not saying you don't have to become a computer science major, but you can round up people on Fiverr or up whatever, any one of these sourcing platforms, and you can build a team and build an app and it can solve something. My thing with this AI shit is that there should be some type of residuals that come to people if they're being directly used or sampled or whatever the case is. I am all about fairness. People should get paid. If I am going to create something, a bot, and I'm going to use it, and I clearly took a piece of an idea or a sound that is from you, then let's come up with a way to compensate so that people, because the other argument is that AI is birthed from taking things from all of us, right? So that's how AI is created. But my question is now, when we talk on this call every week, are we not influencing each other through our thoughts, our sound shares, our ideas? It's not the same, but it is very similar. And I don't know if we should all get paid or if I feel like that's the only problem I have with AI. Because I feel like
it's greed. That's the thing that gets me. It's powered by greed. I think the reason why I wanted to play that interview is because we have been now in this content creator space heavy since the pandemic, right? Everybody's a creator, and there's not a lot of talent behind it. You know what I mean? A creator can go viral, whatever. We're just, we got to stop making stupid people famous. You know what I'm saying? And but it's just like the one thing that stood out for me in that man's statement is he said, I can't play a piano, I can't play a guitar, I can't play this, but I can program it all in Suno, and therefore that makes me a creator. And that to me is horseshit. So, Sweets, what you got?
What's good, everybody? Tapping in. I've been ahead of the whole AI thing since the beginning of the pandemic because of Web3. See, I don't know when I used to try to get on him, but Chat GPT and all that. I will to answer Ms. Brittany Cherry's thing she mentioned earlier about people getting in. I'm an older head. One thing I've noticed about the younger generation is, and that's not all, but the bulk. And because y'all are the future, this is just where the world's going to go, regardless of who like it or not, is everybody wants it easiest, fastest, with the least amount of work possible. And I don't know if anybody else can agree as an older person having children, young people around them. And when I say young, I mean 18 to 27, which is basically who should be behind the program and all these things. So when you say, that can be a thing, but the thing is, the people actually have to put in the work. You can have all the resources have been there. They have free courses, Google courses, the Coursera. They've been doing free courses since the pandemic began. But if you want to, everybody has to put the work in, because if only a few do, then only a few are going to benefit. And like you said, how are you going to benefit as a whole? And you're not going to benefit as a whole if half the people who are just programmed to kind of sit in their office cubicle or do the lease and get that check and live in a comfort zone aren't programmed to now step out of that comfort zone, understand that it's not going to be as easy as that simple, and that you are going to have to actually learn and do to master.
All right, man. Well, interesting stuff. Let's play a record. I know we probably could go. I mean, this is going to be a continuous conversation. Here's my thoughts. I'm a little more angered at AI right now because I potentially just lost my situation as a host because the platform I was on is going to go towards using AI voices. So I feel some type of way around AI right now, for sure. You know what I mean? So that sucks ass. You feel me? So, but let's play a record. Again, good conversation. Should be what it be, I guess, right? But I'm going to continue to say fuck AI, fuck all of it. You know what I mean? It's always going to be real over artificial.
Hey, I've been thugging, navigating through these roadblocks. All the drama and the pain, man, it don't stop. Daddy nodding off, he woke up cause the remote dropped. Asked my mama what he high off, she said he snowed hop. I'm from a block where you get poppin' trying to show stop. Babe Ruth baseball, I used to play showstop. Granny used to send us to the stove for them po chops. Mike knew he wasn't supposed to sell us that new Pope box. When my mama died, I swear it made my soul stop. When my brother died, I swear it made my soul drop. 4-5, it was wilder than O Block. That's why I used to sip the syrup, pour it in my soda pop. I don't really know the school, but I know the block. I don't know them suckers' names, but I know they ops. Yeah, I hear it in they songs, they be throwing shots. I ain't talking about no songs when we throwing shots. If I say I got 100 bands, I can show the guap. Them boys ain't getting money, that's Photoshop. New Maybach Benz off the showroom, I pull up in the hood on the solo, Niggas be 100 deep and they still cowards. Soon as they think shit's sweet, they gon' feel sour. B12 pushing through, yeah, that's willpower. One phone call to show them boys real power. I'm still living off the prayers from my granny wisdom. My mural good in the hood, ain't no vandalism. I knew that boy was real sweet from his mannerisms. I had to learn to push P, I'm from the land of ism. I always send a bag, man, all my friends in prison. I leave my people out the dark cause I'm a man of vision. And they gon' say he was a legend, that's when Stan was living. And they gon' call my brothers disciples that was standing with him. Black Jesus of the ghetto, ain't no crucifixion. As teens, we was fiends, we would use prescriptions. Talked about my mama on drugs, can't forget my addictions. Teachers kicked me out of class cause I never listened. Dope era, baby, I'm a legend on that black top. Them niggas broke, so they trolling on that laptop. On my district, he was snitching, he a Matlock. Blood in his feelings cause his missus taking back shots. Niggas be 100 deep and they still cowards. Soon as they think shit's sweet, they gon' feel sour. V12 pushing through, yeah, that's willpower. One phone call will show them boys real power. Niggas be 100 deep and they still cowards. One phone call will show them boys real power.
One time for Mr. Fab again. What up, Gary?
Man, you already know.
Thank you for bringing that one to the table.
I'm just, there's always a space for authenticity, man. Maybe it doesn't get all the glamour and glitz that some of these things do. Viral could be because, people love it as well. So always remember that, man. Bring that. So that's Fab doing his Oakland Blues. It's not out yet, but we recorded a couple days ago. And he's like, gee, I'm shooting a video for that shit. Fuck that. And he released it on his Instagram. I put it on my shit, but he's been on that, like Fab's a conceptual artist. He does whole projects on themes. So like he's got a whole project on this sort of theme. Like, yeah, I could rap like East Coast or West Coast words, and I'm from here, and I got real game infested inside it. So one, I always appreciate the opportunity. But I wanted to say something. Anyone close to Oakland today, we got the famous Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panthers, the Centers, all that stuff, at Thug Therapy today, free for everyone, 6 to 8 p.m. in Oakland at our nightclub Desi's on 1659 Telegraph, across the street from the Dope Air store on Broadway. Come on down. It's men and women, you know what I mean? And it's Men's Mental Health Month, man. So I know there's a lot of men on this call, and women is too. So women, have a little grace for these men. There's a lot of pressure and responsibility put on us to just hold it and not talk about it. So we're trying to create a safe space so you could just talk about what's in your head, man, and understand that, man, through us all, there's a way. So I appreciate it.
Very dope, and big ups. I know Coogler, he from Oakland, so that's very dope that he's actually pulling back and showing love like that. You know what I mean? Because he on another level right now. You know what I mean?
That's Fab's childhood friend. That was crazy. Like he's in early Fab content. You know what I mean? Early Fab content in high school, and when he got out of trying to do the film stuff at the first video shoots, learning like, bro, I'm trying to check this. You know what I mean? It's always incredible when you dream with people. And they get a chance to actually do something bigger. Like that's all I'm saying is like dream big, guys. Dream really big. You never know what the world's trying to put in front of you. That's all. Like and about that AI shit, bro. What makes it great for you, Ray? Ain't too many people better on this planet Earth that know the moment and know how to talk about what's popping in music and the way to explain it. So I think there's a lane coming soon. No AI, nothing artificial, just like no artificial ingredients. Like, yo, these pure people. You want to hear real people talking about real shit? Fuck with Ray. You know what I mean? I think there's a real play for that, Ray. So I just
there's the start right there. Shit, that's
Gary,
the start right
Gary.
there.
Word. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? All love though, everybody. We want to welcome our first guest to the building. The lovely Miss Dana Madison. She is back with some new vibes before she steps on the road. So, Miss Dana, thank you for tapping in with us yet again. How you doing?
Hey, I love being here. You know that.
Indeed, we love having you. You know what I'm saying? Always a pleasure to have you on the call. I know you got a lot of stuff going on outside of just the music, but got a chance to hear this new record, man, and another good joint coming our way. So, what's going down with you?
Shoot, I've been doing a lot of good things, personally anyways. As you know, I make music and I'm always making new stuff and always making vibes that are very authentic to me. But as well as making music, I'm always on the road as a dancer. I dance with Miss Toni Braxton right now, which has been a huge blessing. I just did, back in February, some commercials, like some Super Bowl commercials and some Kava stuff. It's a lot of good stuff going on this year. And I'm excited to actually have music come out now. It's the first single of the year. And I'm ready now. Now we're on a roll.
Very nice. Talk a little bit about this record before we play it, because I was talking with Andre. Shouts to Andre in the building. You have been able, you have an app that you can do a lot of different sounds. I've heard you on EDM type records, pop records, Afrobeat records, and now you're giving us a bit of a ballad. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I just want to compliment you on that, but talk about how this record came together for you.
Thank you. Number one, thank you for all that. I like to keep it versatile. I don't like to be a Black woman put in a box. You know, there's a lot of layers to me and a lot of layers to other girls too that need to be expressed. So for this record, it's taken me quite a while to understand myself as an artist and like what I want to portray. And for this particular record, I wanted to portray a lot of authenticity and actually talk about some of the stuff that I've been through. Especially like regarding heartbreak and love, you know, and not all the pretty parts to it either. Like the part where you're sitting home alone thinking about this person, you're just like, damn, I wish I wasn't thinking about this person, you know? So with this record, it came to fruition so organically in the studio. We had an amazing team in the room. We had Taylor A.P. Williams, we had Miranda Thomas, we had Q, we had Andre, and all these people have worked with incredible people and are incredible artists themselves. And we had Taylor on the guitar and the bass in there, and then we had Q on he was engineering and producing, and then Miranda and I myself were writing. So yeah, I'll let the record speak for itself, but I just think this is one of my favorites so far because it really just encapsulates like who I am as a woman and who I'm becoming, being able to express my vulnerability, if that makes sense.
All right. So you had real guitarists, you had real musicians, all a part of this record.
Yes.
There was no AI influence in the creation
Absolutely
of this record.
not. Absolutely not. And I'm part of the young people group that y'all were speaking about earlier. And I think people that really enjoy art in general and just enjoy real people will understand that what AI brings to the table, people were the blueprint of that, you know, and people come first in my eyes. And I don't think emotion can't be replicated, especially right now in AI. So when it comes to music or art or anything, when it comes creatively, all the most beautiful shit about art is it comes from the heart. And AI doesn't have a heartbeat. So that could never be replicated. That can be replicated in
I
my
love
eyes.
that. No, I love that. You can't replicate emotion. That's the quote of the day. That's the quote of the day right now. Hell yeah. All right, well, we're going to play this record. Do us a favor if you can. If you can just turn your phone the horizontal way so we can get the... There we go. All right. The lovely Dana Madison hanging out with us yet again. Friend to the platform. I always love the fact that you come back and share these records with us. Check this one out, y'all. Giving us a little ballad for feel this time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Dana Madison. Lovely song, man. Lovely song.
Thank you.
That's what, like I said, when he sent it my way, because like I said, I've heard different sounds. We played all your records that you brought to us. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
You have been able to pull off every record like authentically. Like nothing is felt forced. Nothing is felt like this kind of hasn't been your lane. You know what I mean?
Right.
So props to you, yo. You know what I mean? I mean, we definitely got to ask. So does that song come from any kind of experience there?
Yeah, absolutely. And what's funny is some of the music that you've heard before, it was inspired by the same situation, you know. But that just goes to show you that, just like people, you know, everything has a season. Everything has a season. So some seasons you could be so up, and then some seasons you can go right back down. So that's just how life goes. Some days it's beautiful, some days it hurts real bad.
100%.
Yeah.
Super dope though. Super dope. What we got out there? See.
Yo.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we got some special guests in the house. First of all, shout out to you, Dana. Really nice song, really relaxing and cool, and from the soul and the heart. I think it's one of those records that you got to get out and perform, especially with all these festivals and even the smaller festivals, man. Like, just get out there and just express the record, you know, along with some of your other records too. You got a great, like, you know, body of work. So I think the live performance will bring that people closer to that record as well and whatnot. But I also got some other dope people in the house. We got Craig Davis in the building.
Hey, Dana, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, Mr. Davis?
Good. I'm great. I love the vibe of the record. Had a really great vibe. The instruments sound good. The vibe sounds good. Your vocals are good, but it's kind of like I can't hear totally what you're saying. So the vocals might just have to go get another mix of the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
I think today music has to touch somebody's heart. and that's musically and with the words. Words was pretty good. I like the words. Again, it was kind of hard to hear them, but I kind of got the feeling of the record itself, and it had a really good vibe to it.
Thank you. We got to make sure we get you that record so you can listen, on your own time, so you can hear the words. One of the people that I work with, her name is Miss Octavia Landick. She does an incredible mix and master of this record and a couple other records that I have. So we just got to make sure that you get that record so you can hear, maybe on a better system or maybe even in headphones, because I feel like you'll definitely get the vibe much better that way.
But good luck. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
And then we got Mike Burrell in the house. Both of these guys are seasoned veterans, by the way.
Absolutely.
Now, so Mike, go ahead.
First of all, love the song.
Thank you.
I thought the vocals cut through a little bit through the track, similar to what Craig was saying.
Okay, heard.
We'll have to listen to it maybe on a system, but the mix, it sounded good. But overall, what I really did appreciate about the song was the musicianship. What was that you playing live on the guitar? Is that you?
No. I don't play guitar. That was like I had mentioned earlier. These were people that my friend Taylor A.P. Williams. He came from New York and he was on the guitar and bass. And then Q, he was on the production and engineering. So yeah, I have some incredible people that I'm working with that are incredible musicians.
My thoughts when I was sharing with CL and Craig was that it reminded me of an artist I worked, Jasmine Sullivan. It had that type of vibe to it. And there's pockets, it may not be particularly a song that would fit into what we would say a mainstream radio, but there's alternative stations as well as alternative markets where you have that type, you have these what I call niche programmers sometimes that are always looking for something that's different. It's not standard of what we're getting today in radio, but vocally, sonically, it sounded really good. And did you write that also?
I was one of the co-writers. Yes, it was me, Miranda Thomas, and Q as well. So I really appreciate that. To even be compared to someone great like that, even though it might not be super mainstream, just to know that there's a niche and that someone would love that and that you guys liked it. Like your opinion really hits home. Thank you so much.
Like the gentleman said, we wish you nothing but the best with this, and I see you have a bright future ahead.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all.
Got it. Hey, so I got a question for y'all out of New York, just because you guys brought up, super valid points about the vocals, and I think it's probably important for Dana to hear this.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to another producer, and like me, when I listen to music, I like to do the earphone test, the car test, the big speaker test. You know what I'm saying? And we're at a point now when talking to a pretty well-known producer I spoke with recently. They wanted to know the quality coming out the phone, and they paid a lot of attention to that. So how much of that should come into play, I guess, when we talk about the master situation?
Is that for us?
Yeah. Because like I said, Craig and Mike, they brought up valid points about the mastering. So just wanted to know y'all's opinions on that, especially with some of the critiques that you gave her. You know what I mean?
I think you definitely need to hear it on a phone these days. I know I always giggle when you just say you listen to it in the car. That's what Jermaine, as soon as he records something, he runs to the car and listens to it in the car. That's what everybody does. But you do, a lot of people listen to it in the headphones. So you do have to have that quality, that headphone quality.
Oh, I agree with what Craig is saying. I mean, and I agree. You have to hear it on all different platforms. I got to hear it in my car first. That's my resume. What I do, put it in the car. Then if I'm in the gym, put it in the headphones in the gym. So you almost got to live with it sometimes by the where you get your best sonic sounding, replication of what you're hearing. Sometimes you can hear it on the phone, and depending on the type of phone you listen to, it may not replicate what it really sounds like. So, and one thing we talked about was mixing versus mastering. I think me and Craig were talking about the mixing of the record because the vocals, we didn't hear it as well. But the mixing versus the mastering is a whole different, ball game, as you know. So I think also sometimes, I got to hear a song that's mixed first, and I don't want to have it mastered until I really hear an amazing mix that we can bring it up sonically.
Word. One other person had something to say. DJ Tariq is in the building, who's another veteran in here. What were your thoughts, Tariq?
Well, as far as we're talking about the sound quality, we don't have a super perfect sound system here, so I won't want to critique it. But it sounded a little crispy for me here, so I'm not sure, But as far as the record itself, I've personally been under a lot of stress these last couple of days, and it gave me a really relaxing feeling. I felt good. I like the record.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, but that was honestly some advice that I really am gonna take with me. Obviously, y'all are the greats, and I'm sitting in a room with the greats, so I'm gonna take all the critique and all the constructive criticism to heart. So I really, really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad this is what we do here. This is what it's for. So, I was trying to remember because you haven't actually put an album out yet, right? It's been just a collection of singles.
Yeah, it's been a collection of singles, and this single is pretty much the first of kind of this new wave of Dana that's coming out. So yeah, I've done some EDM stuff, a lot of house music, EDM. I've done some Afrobeat fusion, Afro pop, Afro R&B vibes. So this is one of the more true ballad R&B kind of styles that I've done or that I put out so far. But yeah, no album, no EP just yet. But there's definitely that in the works.
So I have to ask, is any of this coming from Miss Braxton influence?
Miss Braxton influence? I think I take influence from all the greats. I mean, working with her, I definitely love seeing her work ethic. I think our sounds are completely different. But yeah, I take influence from anyone that I work with that I'm inspired by. I definitely am inspired by her.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations to you being able to tour and dancing with her. But I gotta imagine like super inspiring seeing this woman do this thing live every time you take the stage, correct?
Yeah, and just seeing her attention to detail too. That's why when they were speaking about the small details of just the mix and stuff like that, it's like you have to pay attention to everything. And I see her do that when it comes to the choreography or how she's sounding on stage, what everything sounds like to her. So just being around that definitely elevates me as an artist for sure.
I love it. I love it. I hear you have a tour date coming in Jamaica soon. Yeah.
Yeah, we're dancing. I'm with Tony pretty much the whole month of July. This is not even for a tour. This is just spot date stuff. But yeah, in Vegas and Jamaica, and then Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, for some festivals coming up. So yeah, I'm very lucky that, something that I put 25 years of my life into is showing some love back to me.
Super ill. Super ill. Well, you deserve all of it, Dana. Big Red checking in from Dallas. What's up? You on mute, brother? You are still on mute.
All right,
there we go.
We're good. All right. How you doing, Miss Dana? How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Lovely music. It sounds good. And like as far as me listening to it, as far as the mix goes, like I said, I'm in school for it now, so they just brought something to my attention.
Yeah.
Having an amateur ear, you think it's cool, it's great. And so I guess like me, I'm still learning, and it's a journey. So I just want to just let you know, hey, don't worry about you. Once you get your pointers, go back in it, kill it the next time. It's all
absolutely.
So we all in this thing to learn from each other. That's what this community is for. This community is to make you better, make ourselves better. We all learn from one another. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
And I know some people they'll hear, you think that, okay, this is a paid professional. This is supposed to be right. Sometimes I had a couple of producers tell me, like, sometimes you go through one mastering session and you can take it and go get it double checked.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, this is, sometimes you got to double check your work, just like you.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
But other than that, like I said, the music sounds good. I like the instrumentation. Something we was talking about earlier about AI situation, how AI is taking over with, and right now the live instrumentation in your work sounds amazing. So that's one thing I can honestly say that, like, with people who are gifted that can do that, it's still amazing. Like I said, learning an instrument is an amazing thing, and that's one thing you can do. And also singing to help you fight dementia, help you fight. It helps with your brain. So that's even singing is an instrument. Keep that in mind. So but I just want to wish you success and much luck on your career. And what is your insight on AI, since we were talking about it earlier, as far as everything?
Yeah, like I said earlier, number one, thank you for saying what you were saying. I appreciate you. And yeah, like you said, our instruments need to be heard. And I appreciate, I really do appreciate everyone's their take on that, because like you said, we're a student to life, we're a student to the game. And especially being in a room with people that have done this before or have been here way longer than I have, like everything that's being said has been taken to heart. And like I wouldn't be able to even hear y'all's opinions unless it was for this platform. So I really do appreciate that. My take on AI before, like I said, it's hard. You can't replicate what's real. You know, you can try your best. That's like even looking at robots. I mean, you've seen the robot movies and stuff before where they almost get the human right, but it's like something about it is missing. And I feel like that's what AI is. You can take all the qualities of a human, but you can't make it a human because there's no heartbeat. There's no brain. There's no blood that runs through it. There's nothing that makes that intelligence human. So although it may be taking over, I always feel like when something major in the world happens, there's always something to counter that, to bring back the original of that, or to bring back the importance of not using like artificial intelligence, you know? So it is scary. I'm really excited to see it a little bit.
Oh man.
I'm excited and a little bit nervous to see where AI takes, you know, creativity and art. But at the same time, I feel like it may be a good thing for us Black people or just people of color in general to kind of get on top of that and see as much and learn as much as we can before that consumes us, you know?
Absolutely. I really appreciate your answer. Thank you so much for being on the call, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Word. Well, always a pleasure to have you with us, Dana. Real spill. I mean, I don't know, Andres, Tazo, if you guys have talked about for plans behind promoting the record, but you definitely feel like you could hear that song in a movie. I feel like, you know what I mean? Especially with these rom-coms or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? A breakup joint, you know, like it definitely felt like it had some sync feels to it. You know what I mean? So, congratulations on the record. I think it's super dope. So.
Thank you so much. I know Andre's in here somewhere, so I
seen Andre popping in and out.
Yeah,
there we go.
What's
there
good? Yo, first off, big shouts out to Digiwaxx. CL was good, my boy. Big salute to the legends you got sitting right next to you. As far as the sync, yeah, we actually got it placed on. There's a really big YouTube series called. There's an actor named Big Job, and he has a series called. Yeah, he has a series called The Lesbian Homie. They just launched. Yeah. So it sounds crazy, y'all. But
no. He got some funny shit. He got some good shit.
It's so crazy. Yeah. He just launched. They just premiered season 4 of The Lesbian Homie, and this record is actually placed on episode 4, which is airing next week. So I'll make sure I share that link with y'all. You know, his videos do hundreds of thousands of views. So you know, for me, I live in that sync space. So. You know, that's super important. Episode 4 dropped. It did.
Yeah, I just saw it last night on YouTube.
Oh, then yeah, you definitely heard the record in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it dropped on the 17th, didn't it?
Yeah, it came out It came out the other day. Yeah, I saw it last night.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we outside then.
We outside.
Yeah, but no, sync is definitely a big part. Dana's had she's had a few sync placements. You know, shows like Grownish. What's some of the other joints, Dana? Bel Air, you know, one of the first ones. Yeah. There's a show on CBS called East New York. So Matt Barnes has a TV show. We've had some on there. So, you know, sync is definitely like a really, really good friend of ours, and it's been good to us. And we always try to write from a perspective to where it can be used in something. For sure.
Hell yeah. All right, Dana. Well, listen, man, thank you so much for tapping in with us. Listen, safe travels. Keep continuing to kill it out there in the dance space as well. And you know, I was telling Andre too, like and I think I said it earlier. Every record has felt organic. Every record has felt like it's still been true to you. So stay on that path. It sounds like you got a great team around you. So like I said, you got supporters in us right here in the Call and More. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. You know, we're over here supporting you too. Everything that you do, we're always right there with you. So thanks for having us, really.
No doubt. Much love, much love. Either Andre or yourself, if you want to leave your IG or contact info in the chat so people can keep up with everything. And thank you again, man. Thank you again for always tapping in, bringing us the heat.
Thank y'all.
Has a groovy feel to it. Don't hear you, Ray.
Uh-oh, did we lose Raymond? Did we lose New York?
Yeah, I don't hear Raymond either.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, Cherry.
Yeah. We here.
Okay.
We are here. We are here. I don't know.
Raymond, we can't hear you.
I can hear Raymond.
Oh, Raymond's on mute. He might be on mute.
I didn't hear Raymond at all.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Funky.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear us?
I'm trying to answer a question.
Can y'all hear us? All right.
Yeah, you good, CL. You good, CL.
All right, cool. Well, before we get into our next guest, whose record was that we just played?
Can't answer a question. I got you.
That was Blast. That was Blast and Bino Rideau and Pilo called Best Friend.
Okay.
Yeah, check. Is my mic back?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the hell just happened.
Nah, that record was kind of groovy though.
Yeah,
Yeah. Bino and Blast don't miss, and then they put Pilo on the song. That's just a West Side connection. You just can't miss with them three, dog.
All right, there we go. Some West Side flavor. Shout out to Funky Skunk. He's in the building. He's had his hand up before. Hey, Funky, what you want to say, bro?
I wanted to ask a question, and this is kind of late because I've been, respecting how things have been moving, and I always respect your how your show goes. But I wanted to ask the panel, and especially Ray, how do you feel about drum machines and samples?
Oh boy, that's gonna be a deep conversation. We're we may have to.
I'm gonna say the reason why I'm asking that.
Okay.
How big of a difference is drum machines and samples and AI?
Okay, we gonna. No, listen, because we got our next guest here, and I know that's a deep.
Oh, okay, all right. I got you, bro.
No, well,
I'm not down with the fuck AI movement though, and I've been producing for 50 years. I go back to cutting up tape with razors, playing on organs and the little recorder flutes, and every good boy does fine and all that. I'm not down with the fuck AI movement because people don't understand the new tools. So I ain't trying to start an argument. But there you go. I'll go back on mute.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Everybody has a right to their opinion. That being said, we have one of the pillars in our music culture, man. A brother I met years ago when I was very young, working at a Crave Records with a lady by the name of Mariah Carey. I was blessed to have a group by the name of Negro League and work with another group by the name of 7 Mile. And of course, another artist who was background at the time and was always a good friend to her and myself. We have the legendary Trey Lorenz in the building.
What's up, y'all? What's up, yo, man? This platform is amazing. I'm like, what are y'all up? And yo, back to my man Funky Skunk, bro. That's a good question because I was thinking like the progression of everything. Like in terms of the sampling, it depends. Like some people I think can take a sample and make it fire. Like I really like what Jam and Lewis used to do with their samples with a lot of the people they use. And in terms of a drum machine, listen, if somebody can make it happen, it's a skill. You know what I'm saying? I think it depends.
Bro, I appreciate you saying, but look, peep this, and I'm gonna land the plane here. Everybody, I've been through almost all the generations of this. I grew up in Indianapolis, Indiana, on Indiana Avenue with people like Wes Montgomery and my uncles Cannonball, Nat Adderley, and all that. And I came up also
Oh shoot, the Matrix came and snatched him. Funky, you good? Funky, you good? I don't know.
Matrix said, "Shut up, nigga."
Matrix is a motherfucker, boy. All right. Well. Since we was on the topic of AI and all these futuristic things and things happening now, what's your thoughts on AI and music? And
listen, I'm a techie guy anyway, so I kind of like where all this stuff is going. I'm curious to see how, like, okay, I know a lot of people have issues with them taking their original stuff and using it as a piece to put in there. But I ain't gonna lie, some of the stuff I've been hearing, like some of these AI songs, I'm an old school head. So I love when they do like a 70s version of like WAP, for instance, and like you did like some totally something you ain't thinking about.
Absolutely.
And it sound like a blaxploitation film. So I love all that just to see. I ain't gonna hold you. Some of the stuff I'll be like embedded in the original song.
Sorry about that, man. We got a tornado going on here. Listen, I started off with the same type of drum machines that Sly Stone did with Family Affair. Okay, and
Right.
because I wanted to be able to practice, and actually, technically, I started off with the old wooden metronome on my great aunt's piano, the click, 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 and it kept me right. But every tool that came forth, I used because I was doing stuff by myself, and it was no electronics. It was all analog. Now, I used to get pissed off because a lot of the old musicians, like, you're just a bass player or you're just a horn player. And when we started doing stuff with electronics, they started putting it down because they don't understand it. People are when you don't understand something, learn it. Don't sit there and keep putting it down or acting like you got fucked. Excuse my language.
Well, let me just say
Because
this.
guess what?
Let me
You're
just say this. Let me just
screwing
say this.
yourself. You're screwing yourself by not being studying. I'm a student of this. I'm 67 years old, and I will always be forever a student. So when something comes out, I'm jumping dead on it. Like I was opposed to Logic. I kept wanting to be on Pro Tools and Fruity Loops. Reggie Griffin, who started us here, Manchild and Kenny Evans and all of us, kept throwing Logic at me. They're throwing Logic at me. I'm like, but you know what made me go ahead and say, oh, yo, I got to use Logic? It was Drummer. The feature in Logic that's Drummer, which makes you be able to have any kind of drummer you want. And they will do exactly what you tell it to do, any style you want. Now AI.
Yo, Skunk, no disrespect, G. This is a drawn out conversation. We got Trailer Ends in the building.
I knew that.
All right, we'll come back to it. I know, a lot of people got passionate out here about the technology. And
let me tell you, I love a brother about some music. Skunk, let me just say one thing before I move on. It's a trip that he brought up Reggie Griffith from Manchild. When I was still in college, before I even started really getting into the music industry, I would go over to Reggie Griffith's house. He dated Cindy Mizell, who was a background singer for Luther Vandross. She would come off the tour with Luther.
Married Cindy Mizell.
You see that? You see he said
and she put her all over the Beach Street album.
You already know about all this. Man, Cindy would come and teach us how to do backgrounds back in the day. So all the thing is all intertwined. A small world, yeah. So Reggie Griffin, I got a lot of respect for Reggie, and that's right, Manchild. That was Kenny, Babyface, and all them. Before
there would be no baby.
Right before the deal, actually.
There would be no Babyface if it wasn't for Reggie Griffin, and there would be no Funky Skunk also.
Wow, amazing.
So since we're going to the roots of it, and we're going back to, because that's an era of R&B that birthed a lot. You mentioned Luther, the deal, and all of that stuff. How did you get your start in music? For those who don't know,
I started with like the hip hop thing. I was with Redhead Kingpin. You remember Do the Right Thing? Not talking about a black or white thing.
Course.
You remember that? Redhead Kingpin was under the Teddy Riley, Gene Griffin umbrella, and I was in a group with them. the group disbanded when everything broke up with the I can't even think of the name of Teddy's company right now that they had, but that's basically how I got my start. And stuff.
Wow.
You're right. GP Productions, exactly right.
Wow.
Yeah, whoa, man.
I was asking about Kids at Work. There was a group, Teddy's group before Guy.
I can't remember them. I can't, man. You talking over 30 years ago, man. Time
40.
goes right, exactly. Time goes so fast. I want to say I do remember, but for some reason I keep thinking, my love do what's the Soul for Real. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, that's how I got into it. From really starting there. I was in a group. The group broke up. One of the guys had a session. He said there's a white girl that sounded like Whitney Houston, and I went to the session, and that's where Mariah and I met.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And where are you from originally?
I'm originally from South Carolina. I'm a Southern guy, and I'm representing the South. What's up, Brittany Cherry? I see you.
What's up? I'm a North Carolina girl, born and bred.
My father went to A&T.
I get pride.
I love it. Yeah, definitely. So, but somebody else too, DJ End Zone. All right, DJ Big Six.
Florence, South Carolina. Well, I'm originally from Dillon County.
Come on, y'all. Mr. Sterling, shout out, y'all. I'm from Florence, y'all, home of the fish sandwich. We were the first people to put it between bread.
Yeah, they got some good food in Florence.
Definitely.
Oh my goodness. That's what's up. Okay. And just going back again, man. Because your career, man, you guys still touring, you're doing your own records, but the love of music, where did it really start for you?
Man, I grew up in a musical household. My dad told me that my mom was a teacher, worked across town, so he would get me dressed to go to nursery school. He said the only thing that would make me sit down while he got dressed after I was dressed was to play the Jackson 5's third album, which even at the time had been out a year or a few years at that point. So it's ironic that I would sing a song from that album that would go to #1 with Mariah. I'll Be There, which is a trip. So I've been, into music all my life, man.
That's crazy, man. People forget how you killed that solo on that as well.
Yeah, man. We did that again for Michael Jackson's funeral, basically memorial. We thought it was going to be a tribute show, but it turned out they had a casket there. And but I think a lot of people remember that because I guess it's more recent. Yeah.
I knew you from somewhere, bro. Big ups. Now you just reminded me where I seen you before.
I appreciate it, y'all. I sang on a lot of other records. People don't even realize too. You know what I'm saying?
Jermaine's parts on.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
No question.
Salute to you, my man. You a legend.
I appreciate that, y'all. I really do. Let me tell y'all some other records I've been on, because now that I've been putting music out and going and interviewing, people didn't realize that I was on Groove Theory's Tell Me If You Want Me To, and they didn't realize that was me. At the end of that, I'll give you a happy ending. And the Brats, Give It To You. Remember that?
Of course.
Gonna give it to you. And so now they do like some writing and everything, but I want to talk about my new stuff.
Yeah, well,
y'all need to hear this new stuff.
Yeah, we segue into that, and we letting you reminisce and whatnot.
I'm gonna get up and do my thing.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's gonna be just like that. It's gonna be like on some old school, but modern but it borrows from that, because I really want to do some two-step. Y'all know about South Carolina people that we got a whole subculture. I call it juke joint music, but it's really like Southern soul. And that whole vibe, so it's a whole thing, but I tried to make it where it was still accessible to that, but still updated a little bit, kind of reminiscent a little bit of the guy that I worked with on this, Doc Walker, was the musical director for R. Kelly back in the day, and I was like, yo, give me something like that Chicago step into. So it's almost like a marriage of those two, that whole style and everything. So I'm eager for y'all to hear this song and let me know what y'all think.
Well, before we go, let's talk. What's the name of the song?
Makes Me Wanna Dance. Y'all ready for the barbecue, for the wedding receptions, the juke joint, family gatherings, all that good stuff.
Let's get into it, y'all.
2 steps to the left,
steps to the right. You gotta turn that thing around. You gotta take sexy slow. All of the sexy moves you're doing really blows my mind. Oh, oh. Ain't no mistaking, baby. I wanna stop and have my time. 'Cause you're too legit to quit. What kind of love is this? What kind of love is this? Makes me wanna dance. Makes me wanna dance. Hey, what kind of love is this? What kind of love is this? Makes me move my feet left to right, clap my hands, dance, dance. Once I used to go downtown, hit the club, then stand around, staring at you, stepping down, sipping my drink. But when they play that new song by King Joe, you motion for me to come. I've been hooked from that day on and off the floor. What kind of love is this? What kind of love is this? Makes me wanna dance. I wanna dance. Makes me wanna dance. Oh, what kind of love is this? Ooh, babe. What kind of love is this? Makes me move my feet left to right. Yeah, got my hands, dance, dance. Lady, you stay on my mind. When you two-step joy, I find. Never leave, I groove behind. You changed my life. And baby, you know you got it going on. 'Cause each time they play our song, you get up and I get sprung on and off the floor. What kind of love is this? Tell me, babe. What kind of love is this? Makes me wanna dance. I wanna dance. Yeah. What kind of love is this? Oh, babe. What kind of love is this? Makes me move my feet left to right, clap my hands. Two steps to the left. You gotta take two steps to the right. You gotta turn that thing around. You gotta take sexy, slow it down. You gotta take two steps to the left. You gotta take two steps to the right. You gotta turn that thing around. You gotta take sexy, slow it down. What kind of love is this? Makes me wanna dance, baby. It makes me wanna dance, baby. Oh, I like the way you move, baby. I like the way you groove. Like Uncle Johnny said, you ought to be on Soul Train.
Y'all know about something good.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. We're here with the legendary Trey Lorenz. You already know.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, somebody said, yo, it's Stepper's music. It is definitely Stepper's music, y'all. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love, y'all. Thank you so much.
So we had a little conversation behind the scenes, and what's the difference, or what's the relationship between stepping music and Southern soul?
I think Southern soul, especially stuff that's out there like right. I love King George. Matter of fact, I even say a lyric in the thing. But when they play that new song by King George, you motion for me to come. I've been hooked from that day on and off the floor. So listen, that the stuff like the flags and all that kind of stuff, I think the Southern soul, right? That, like, you know, that kind of music is just maybe a beat or two faster than stepping music. I think my joint is more along the line with Chicago, Midwest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got that flavor. No doubt about it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Tell me what y'all think.
Y'all can jump in. Go ahead, Brittany.
All right, so Trey, love the song. I think the song is it definitely gives me stepper vibes, but I also think that somebody might create a line dance to it. Cause it definitely, we're talking about Southern soul, and like being from North Carolina right now, the line dancing scene is blowing up. I mean, you talked about it on the call right now, but like trail ride events, they're huge. Like down in Atlanta, they've had a bit of trail ride events going on. And so I think I just want to know what you think about Southern soul and trail ride, and then maybe like line dancing culture. Are you willing to dip your toe into that? Like King George is huge with that.
Listen, I love that. I'm telling you, the first single that I had before this one is called Magic, and it's all in that kind of that vibe. That's totally what I really wanted to like pay homage to, because that, you know, I'm proud to be from the South. You know what I'm saying? So I'm representing, and I'm like, let's do it. So yeah, I'm down with all that. I want to do a video with basically what you're saying and all these
Refresh, all that stuff. I can see, you know, you guys doing something together. But if you ever want to come out here, or like, you know, I'm kind of connected in the trail ride scene. We've got I'm part of a line dancing crew. I know, right? I have our fans and everything. So, you know, you're obviously more than welcome to come down, perform.
Listen, don't play Brittany. We will be down there like in a week or two.
Your information from CL, because if you're really interested, I mean, the line dancing community would love this song. I'm telling you, they probably make up a line dance on the spot.
Let's make it happen. Listen, while I'm down there, y'all think y'all can get me some catfish?
Ask CL. I make stuff happen. I find a way.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen,
Brittany.
definitely. We definitely got to connect.
Oh, no, Brittany's the one.
Yes.
You want to make it happen.
Thank you, Brittany. The rest of y'all, too. Listen, y'all come be in the video.
We definitely can do a video.
All right.
And I'll be on my best behavior, too. Like, no ratchet stuff. I promise.
Lying. She's lying. Don't trust her. She lying. Big Red. You on mute, brother.
All right, there we go. Hey, now what's going on?
What up, Red?
Hey, what's happening? Hey, I just want to say, Colin, I'm talking from Dallas, man. The music sound good. It's good steppers music, like you said. Like, you know, you still wonder what's the difference between steppers music and line dance music or Southern soul. Southern soul is basically, it's almost like blues upper step. That's what Southern soul is.
Right.
Southern soul is blues, just upper step for the younger crowd, for the younger.
Right.
And
I
then,
like that.
right, and then steppers music is basically, again, you got that Midwest glide where you can glide and move with your partner.
Right.
It's an intimate moment of good dancing with a partner. You know what I mean?
So the one I just played for you, what do you see? Where you see that fitting?
Oh, that's right there. That's a steppers jam. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's what I'm talking
about. And you even look, you wanted to sound so much like, oh, I can't even hit the you put
you heard that, right?
Yeah. I said he wanted that flavor. He dashed it on there.
When I come down to Dallas, we going to Papa those, all right?
I can do you better. We can go to Breakfast Brothers.
Come on, wait a minute, man. Let me write that shit down.
For some catfish. Come on with it, man.
Listen,
Papa knows is this. You just want some New Orleans stuff that's coming to Dallas. But if you want some Dallas eating, just get some Breakfast Brothers.
Okay. I like the sound of that.
I hear that.
You know when you bite into your catfish and you bite into the catfish and it don't flake off?
What?
Yeah. You bite in that catfish, it ain't breaking up. That batter gonna stay on there.
We gotta do this tour like that whole region.
You got all types of
Come on down to Dallas. We take care of you, baby.
All right, I'm bringing Brittany with me. We gonna turn this place out.
Yes, indeed. And like I said, the music sound good. Keep doing what you're doing. I love it.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the support.
Anytime.
We gonna go to DJ End Zone right now.
Hey, what's up with you? DJ Hands On, female DJ coming out of South Carolina. So it's good to see you. I'm loving the joints. I'll most definitely play that. And that's really a summer vibe, and like they were saying earlier, I can really picture people coming up with stepping tutorials, routines, going viral on TikTok, Facebook with it. And my own question is, I have two questions. I'm gonna start with this one first. How do you feel about the way where South Carolina is right now? You know, where 803 Fresh performing Boots on the Ground on the BET Awards, and we technically getting put out there.
Man, I'm proud. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, it's about time I like South Carolina stand up. I don't know if you know this, but I went to the mighty Wilson High from Florida. You ever heard of Wilson?
Yes. I mean, I never attended no school in Florence. I moved in Florence in 2016, but I love living here. I'm probably 10 minutes away from Wilson.
There you go. Okay, exactly. Not only did I go, my dad went, and my grandmother went to Wilson. We got like one of the biggest homecomings of all the places, because I mean it's not really much to do in my hometown, but people show up for that homecoming.
Oh, that's fast. Wilson go all out when it comes to homecoming. I mean, all out.
Like it's one of the biggest money makers in my town.
Wow. How's the food?
What?
Good.
Food is in South Carolina. I ain't gonna hold you, because you get it all. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take a piece of chicken, a piece of fish.
And one more question. Okay, you said you went to Wilson, and this store is near. Hopefully, it's been there since you lived there. You heard of Pat's Super Red, that store?
I grew up down the street from Pat's Super Red. It's right at that corner where you go to the Wilson, right there. You McIver Road and
yeah.
Exactly. I literally got my bike stolen at Pat's Super Red going to play Pac-Man.
Oh wow! I just tried their food out yesterday, and I love it. I love it.
Yo,
they got some good food.
Dad said, "Don't take your ass up there, boy." I was going to be playing Pac-Man. Came outside, my bike was gone.
Yo, Trey is off the chain right now.
I'm serious.
This is real stuff.
My bike was stolen at Pat's Super Red.
Oh wow!
They used to go in there and get the Listen, y'all, I'm gonna take y'all really there now, okay? Y'all ever been to a store and they got a jar and it's like it's kind of pinkish water and it's pickled pig feet up in that mug? Nah, I couldn't do that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm country, y'all, but I ain't eat no pickled pig feet.
Yo, you need your own show, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm sorry. Yo, DJ C Styles in the house. Thank you so much, Enzo.
It's the Trailer Rest takeover, right?
You're welcome.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up? There we go. Where you calling from, bro?
I'm in Atlanta right now, man.
Oh, you in the 80s, man? That's where I am.
Oh yeah, where at?
That's why I mean I live here. I mean I'm in New York right now, but I live in ATL.
Okay, yeah. So I'm with the Coalition DJs as well. And we do a thing called New Music Mondays each and every Monday at Outcast Studios.
Nice.
And, yeah, that's a groovy fucking movie right there, man.
Wow, wait a minute. Hold on. So y'all do it at the dungeon? Is that what they called it?
Stankonia.
Stankonia, that's it. Stankonia.
Yeah, we've been there for the last 10 years.
Nice.
Doing New Music Mondays, showcasing local and major artists. Yeah, I think you need to get in front of the DJs and let them get behind this. This is a definitely groovy situation. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of grown and sexy parties, and this is definitely I can definitely rock this shit out there. You know what I'm saying?
All right, and listen, if you need me to come out there and do any drops, all y'all, let me know. I'm here to work. I'm really trying to get this out, push it out there, because I just feel like this is some good old black music. You know what I'm saying? It's just barbecue. It's something.
It's definitely one of those situations to where it can definitely get played everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Especially now that they getting the line dances form and shit. So this is definitely one of them groovy situations. And if I give it a groovy movie stamp, then it's over. You better ask about C Styles, man.
Yo, C Styles, I got a feeling you work with a bunch of people down there. You know some dope producers I can get with down there in ATL.
Yeah, I'm one of them too. So yeah, there's a lot of dope producers out here doing hip hop and R&B. And if you want a trap sound, I got a producer that can do that too. Let's see. Like I said, it's a groovy situation. I play for the grown and sexy. I don't play for the now, because I deal with records that are timeless, and
I
this
feel
is
you.
one of those records that will be considered timeless. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So,
I really wish I had the opportunity to play you some of the rest of the stuff that we got coming, man, because that's exactly the audience that I am going for. That's
well,
really what I like, with everything you saying, bro.
well, you need to come see the DJs, and especially
All
if you're
right.
in Atlanta, you need to link up with the God right here. You
Come
know,
on, say no more. That I got it.
and
Please.
just I do remember back in the day when you first came out and you was running with Mariah, and my uncle said he knew you, so I just always ran with it.
Blizzard, was he down? In ATL, I was doing a whole bunch of stuff with
Oh, this was when I was
Hey.
living in New York. I'm from New York.
Okay, you're a New Yorker.
I'm a native New Yorker, but I've been in Atlanta for 25 years taking over. So
I know that's right. That's what's up. How you liking the South, bro? You don't miss it up here?
nah, I'm not missing nothing, man.
All that snow and stuff.
Came down here to take over, and that's exactly what I've been doing. My name
That's
is on the
what's up.
my name is on the DJ Hall of Fame. So
Come on now. Okay, we definitely got a link, bro. Serious, real.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Y'all
that connection. I'm gonna make
Okay.
that connection go down.
Thanks,
So y'all good.
definitely getting the groovy movie stamp, man. For real.
That's what's up. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
So how's the reaction been? Because obviously,
Man, you know what? I think people more like surprised that I'm even doing stuff because I hadn't been inspired really to write for a long time. I went to a barbecue about 2 years ago, ran in the dock. He was like, "Man, come on, play some stuff. Let me play some stuff for you." We went in studio band within like 20 seconds. I was like, "Okay, I'm ready." And then we just started rolling and stuff. So, we got I played you some of the stuff,
To answer your question, CL, the reception already at radio over the last 2-3 weeks, it's been amazing. He's at Sirius XM yesterday, BLS, program directors. The feedback has been, look, let's put it in rotation. So it's been a positive movement so far.
Yeah, it's been good.
absolutely, man. Brittany, you had something else?
I didn't even realize my hand was up. No, but what I do want to say is the Southern Soul too, to kind of piggyback off Southern Soul. Do you work with any like live bands specifically? Do you have a band?
Just Mariah's band at this point, but listen, I need my own band. So I'm literally just getting it kicked off. Mike was saying, "Man, you want to come do something?" I gotta put a show together. Like I like you say, y'all like the old school joint. Like I don't want to come up.
You need a DJ too.
Come on, yo, you gonna come with me, D?
You need a DJ too. So yeah.
If you put together, I think it'd be great to put together an event in Atlanta. I would love to come and support, but I think you definitely do need your own band,
right,
to curate your own sound, to curate your own kind of imprint into that lane specifically, because people will not only look for you, but they'll look for where the band is playing too, because they enjoy live instrumentation nowadays. Obviously we got the takeover with AI. We got all of these, drum machines, we got all this technology that's great in certain atmospheres. But when you're out and you just really want to have a good time, there's nothing like a band. So I was just curious if you had a band lined up.
You know what's so crazy about that? And it's a trip that you even said that, because there's a young group that's out of my hometown that I will probably end up calling and incorporating with them.
That's
and
good
doing that. Exactly, right? They some young kids.
Listen,
actually.
that's a good look.
I'm definitely Uncle Trey to them.
Now
but
you got a
know,
DJ now.
And now we know the DJ. And now we got a DJ. Come on, not just any DJ. C Styles, bro. Represent. Put some respect on his name.
And a lot of what the Southern Soul bands are doing too is that they are incorporating new school into their music, right? So they're incorporating little snippets of, like, I don't even want to call it cover because you're putting your own sauce on it, but then that also creates your own sound too. And I'm telling you, people are gonna love it. They're gonna love it.
That girl is good.
I told you, man, it's a groovy situation, man. It's a groovy situation.
Word
All
on.
right, I appreciate it.
And shout out to DJ Swerve and the Fleet DJs. They also have their conference in Atlanta, and they just invited you to come to that. So
I'm there.
sounds like they got a whole itinerary for you going on. Southern Soul Night on Friday. What's the date? Okay, so somewhere between
here and in New York.
No, in Atlanta.
On Atlanta. Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Yo, I'm there. See, Styles, I'm rolling up with y'all, all right?
Groovy. It's gonna be a groovy movie, baby. A groovy
That's
movie.
what I'm talking about. I appreciate it.
Hey, bro, I want to invite you to the Circle City. We're gonna have the Midwest Funk Awards, which is a spinoff from the official West Coast Hip Hop Awards. It's gonna be us and Switch. I would love to have you and your music, especially if you got a band.
Now, where's that gonna be? In Indiana?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. You know, one of our bass player is actually from Indianapolis. His name is
Who's that?
Tobert. He
Name is
played
what?
Lance Tobert. He could probably be a younger generation from you.
I know Lance Tobert.
Say it again.
I know who Lance Tobert is. And
You know Lance Tobert?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
And the bass player for Switch, James Strong, is also from Indianapolis, who's also the bass player for Circle City Band, along with Reggie and Rayford Griffin.
Bro, I got this joint, and you know how you borrow from somebody, I don't want to have to get sued, but it has a Switch the vibe in the thing that I borrowed something from one of their joints.
Switch samples is hot as far chicken. Switch samples is hot as fresh fish grease right now. Samples going platinum.
A lot of records. Shoot, they got a lot of joints.
A lot of joints, man.
That's
yeah,
what it is.
For real.
I've been with them dudes since '81.
Wow. Yo, man. Funky Skunk, man. I almost wish I could just sit down with you and pick your brain and just ask you all these questions, get some stories that you got, because I got a feeling you got some good ones, bro.
Hey man, I'm going to put my info in the chat, man. I want you to get with me for real, because I'm going to pay you to come here and be a part of that show, bro.
Say no more. Shows. I'll be there.
I remember you like a mug, man. You did that Jermaine Jackson part. I'll never forget that.
Yes, sir. That was it. Remember that.
Just to chime in real quick, y'all. We got the Punch and Skunk show that we got coming soon, myself and the Skunk, where he actually tells all these stories, amazing stories that he has. We got that coming soon, sooner than you think. Salute to the family.
And the cartoon series, Welcome to Skunkville. Also.
Y'all do it. Yo, thanks for that, DJ Punch. Y'all, man, y'all writing all this stuff down. Like y'all get this information.
We do better than that. We record.
Okay, perfect.
You know what I'm saying? We record.
Yep.
All right.
One last thing though, because people are asking. So for drops, because it's gonna be hard to get to everybody, but drops, interviews.
Everybody on here that want to drop. I got you. Yeah.
Mike Burrell is right here. He's actually sitting right next to Trey.
And I do good drops too.
Yeah. We'll make sure we put Mike's information in the chat so that we can get to it. What's next, Trey? What we working on next, man? Leaving New York. What we doing next? What's going on? Mariah got a hit record.
She got a hit record on her hands. Mariah actually got some fire coming too. But I lit some fire up under that tail this time because I had some fire. She heard, she was like, okay, I got to get in the lab. So we got the good life coming. Oh, get ready, y'all. Get ready. Okay, but no, seriously. One of the reasons I should say this, one of the reasons that I actually wanted to start doing music again is during the pandemic, I got my real estate license and I really wanted to pour in to, especially for us, you know what I'm saying? And one of the quickest way for us to build generational wealth is through home ownership. So I'm going to be partnering with lenders when we come do these shows, no matter where I am. I'm only licensed in Georgia, but I'm with Keller Williams, and I want to be able to, they got programs, y'all, that they don't even tell us about. So I don't know if any of y'all know anybody that's trying to build generational wealth, but we gonna help you put you on the path to success.
Hey, get with my brother Ronnie DeBoe. He been doing that.
Oh yeah, matter of fact, I totally know, man.
Shamari
and Ronnie
is down there in Atlanta with that real estate joint.
Exactly.
My daughter's down there too. She closed on 123 houses for Better Homes and Gardens. But Ronnie is the man.
You see that?
Straight up.
Get Funky Skunk number for me.
Hey, I put my info in the chat too, bro. My website, my 2 IGs, and all that. Get at me.
Definitely.
Put my phone number in there because I ain't hiding from nobody. I'm gonna put my phone number in there too. My straight private cell phone line.
Excellent. Y'all, I appreciate it. Thank you
Blow
so
me
much
up, dude.
for this.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, no, thank you for coming, man. You in the building, you live.
Bro, I'll come anytime for you, man.
Hey, listen, y'all don't understand, man. When I was young and we had Crave, and shout out to Corey Rooney, shout out to Mariah, shout out to everybody who was a part of that crew that put me on, man. Trey was there. And that's how it is. Like, this is years ago. And look at him now. He's back around doing it again. And like I said, man, people looked out. And he's one of the people that looked out. So I'm proud of you. Yeah, man. And you back. And anytime you the Wednesday, you stop by.
He came out with that. That was big.
Absolutely. So we're gonna get into a record, man. The DJ pack is up on Digiwaxx, and we're gonna pass it over to our DJ right now to just get into something right now. And what
Yeah. And y'all make sure you press mute. If you're not talking right now, press mute. But shout out to our guest, CL. We're gonna get into some stuff, man. Let me know that y'all can hear it out there in New York.
You sound great.
When you want to be myself, good alone. Why you gotta do that, honey? When you walk by me later, but could you take it just a little bit slower? Take it just a little bit slower. I wouldn't have much of a team to be. Walking around looking like a gorgeous baby. Sweet. Dancing. I don't know what I am gonna do. Baby girl, what you looking so good for? Good, looking good. Who you trying to impress? There ain't no girl to see in this room. Her, she looking bad. I don't know about y'all. Yeah. She don't know, baby. She beautiful, Lord. I do, baby. I do. Long. I do, baby. You expect a man to act like a man when you looking so fire. I mean, like you're hot, but not disrespectfully. I mean, like you're beautiful, undeniably gorgeous. Of course, yes, I tell you one of my secrets. I saw you had Robbie. Let's analyze the facts here. I've been waiting for ages for somebody like you, so. I wanna know who you are. I wanna know what you're about. Tell me about all your past wars. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. I'm talking battle scars. I wanna know who this beauty is before she knows the beast. I can take my time with this one. She deserves a kind of her word, and that's gotta be baby girl, you looking so good for. Looking good. Who you trying to impress? There ain't no girl I see in this room. Her, she looking bad. I don't know about y'all. But she don't know, baby. She beautiful, Lord. I do, baby. I do. I do, baby. I do.
Digiwaxx, are you here? Are you here? That was Moon's Rock featuring Bossy Vibe with Good Lord. CL, you still out there in New York? Y'all get to go out there? And you're on mute, just to let you know, you're on mute on the Zoom. I believe we do have our next guest in the house. Want to make sure, CL, we got you here. Make sure you're off of mute so we can make sure we know we in here. We all sounding good, right?
Yeah. Y'all sound good to me. You know what I mean? So, word up. Everybody's moving and grooving. Like I said, it's a little bit of a different production here in New York now, but we are getting the hang of it. And shout out to Quantum in the building and everybody else. We still hanging out. Trey's still hanging out. It is what it is. And
I believe we got our next guest, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We actually do. Our next guest is in the building. I see it down there at the bottom. Winter. How you doing over there?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yes. Can you do something for us though, Winter? Can you turn your camera sideways so we get the full pic real quick? Might have to unlock.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you look like a star.
Hi, everybody. How y'all doing?
We good, man. You know, just chilling, taking one day at a time, but enjoying life. You know, I'll say that. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I actually just came back from New York, so that's dope.
Oh, yeah. How was your trip?
It was cool. It's always great in the city. I love it there.
Okay. Where you from originally?
I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama, but I've been in Atlanta for 8 years now. Just kind of taking
Atlanta is definitely the melting pot of the South.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Like the new Hollywood of the South,
Black Hollywood, man. Black Hollywood, man. That's what they call
Birmingham
it.
inspired too, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Birmingham. I think they call Birmingham the Magic City.
They do, most definitely.
Look at that.
Why is it the Magic City? What's going on?
No, that's a great question. They never taught us that in school, so I don't really know. Magic City, I thought Atlanta was more known as the Magic City. Like, I never thought, we didn't really have an answer to that. But I'm sure Google will help us out. Maybe somebody in the chat can let us know.
Yeah. We'll do some live research and try to get down to the bottom of this and whatnot. But in the meantime, welcome to New Music Wednesdays. Pleasure to have you on and whatnot. We like the groove. We see you got the tattoos, the hair. Okay. Holding it down. Unique. Wait, we can't hear you. Say that again.
So I try to do a little something.
Nah, it's dope. It's dope, man. You gotta be an individual and be yourself always.
Giving us star vibes. I love it.
There it is. So talk to us about your musical journey, your origin story. How'd you get into music? Where did the inspiration come from, and why?
So I'm 27. I wrote my first song when I was 7. My grandma used to always tell me when I was a baby, she was like, "You can really sing." She would tell my mom, like, "You need to get her voice lessons." My mom was like, "Bro, I'm not hearing that." Like, we from the South, people from where I'm from really didn't want to be stars. Like, the most people want to be from where I'm from is maybe a manager at a company or maybe an owner of a business. But like, to dream that big is just, back then it wasn't really accepted. So, I made my way into learning about different music through my friends' catalogs and listening to different CDs and stuff like that. And eventually I started recording when I was 15. So, it's been a little over, we're at 12 years now recording. And I went to college for music business. I was there for 2 years before I dropped out and decided to just come here and get it out the mud and see if I can make it happen, because I didn't know a single person when I moved here. And now I have like a contact list of 1,200 people, in the 8 years that I've been here. So, it's been a rocky road, I feel like, for most artists. And just my advice to other people would be, don't take fucked up deals and don't let these people rob you of your soul, because they will. They'll try. So just be careful with that, everybody that's watching.
That sounds like you're coming from experience with that last part of it. Do you care to share?
No names, it's an evil industry out here. So you just got to be careful for the wolves in sheep's clothing. A lot of people will promise you a lot of stuff, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to go get it yourself. So just work hard and things will work out for you.
Yeah, no question, no question. So in today's new independent business, what's your business philosophy? Are you signed to yourself? Are you just sort of putting records out willy-nilly? How are you conducting your business as an independent artist?
Well, I'll say I'm not going to be independent for long. So this is kind of the end of that run for me. I finally built up enough leverage to construct a deal with a major that actually makes sense. So, the numbers are looking right and my attorneys are happy. So we're going to see where this goes from here. But I think my time as an independent artist is definitely over.
Well, that's dope. That's very rewarding. You sound like,
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's great. Man, you coming in here with all the positive vibes. Okay, nice. Let's talk a little bit about music and your sound and everything. Can't Be Love, Emergency. My question is, they sort of have a sound. Are you working with the same producer or production company? How did those records come about?
No, actually, they are completely different records. The first one was my boy TD out of Chicago. I've been working with him since 2018. So, he kind of knows exactly what I want out of a record. As far as Can't Be Love, that's actually Mike Mixer from Winter Circle. He created that beat for me as well. So it's just different people, different networking situations, just being in the studio mostly, because I've lived in the studio the whole time I've been here. Like I guess being a studio rat is what made me most of my connections. So when you meet people that are really dope, you try to collab with them. And that's where those records came from.
Awesome. Yeah, shout out to Mike. Mike says he likes your attitudes. Go ahead, Mike.
I really do. I think, the way you're positioning, and even your forward thinking. In other words, you put the work in as an independent artist, and I love that because a lot of people sometimes will say, "Well, we don't want to deal with a major label." And I've been with major labels for the last 25 years, and there's still some pros to it. And I like one thing you stated. You said my lawyers are content with the deal. That's the most important thing you said so far, because you have legal representation that obviously the people you're dealing with have a good understanding of what it takes to even deal with a major label in 2025. So I wish you nothing but success.
Yeah, man. Well, I think
she lost it too. I'm not sure. She's still there. Yeah, I think she had a bad connection, but looks like we might have lost it for a second.
Okay. But hopefully we'll get it back. I don't know if you got a record queued up, Quantum, on the side that we can just play in the meantime.
Let's get into one of her records. I think she has a track called Lucky Me. So we'll get into that and we'll see what that is. Maybe she'll be back on by the time that's done. So we'll get into Lucky Me. This is from Winter Ray.
Are you ready, babe? Yeah. Lucky me. Tell him I found a man that can do what he can. Tell me why am I just so lucky? Lucky me, lucky you, I never lie. I stay true, wrong or right. I took pride in you, yeah. Love him to the moon and back. 2 rock stars riding in a Cadillac, hey. Now I'm asking where the party at. See me with somebody else and had a heart attack. This isn't what I thought it'd be. Now you wanna say goodbye to me. You ain't really love me, no way, yeah. Takes one to know one why you pointing fingers. Said I want you out my life, so why you linger? We should cut this shit right up right now and call it even. If you hate me so much, tell me why you not leaving. Turn it up, we're gon' celebrate. About time we go a separate way. I just wanna see a better day. Why you wanna throw our love away? Now it's all in my head, it's all in my brain, it's all in my head, oh baby. Tell him I found a man that can do what he can. Tell me why am I just so lucky? Lucky me, lucky you, I never lie. I stay true, wrong or right. I took pride in you, yeah. Love him to the moon and back. 2 rock stars riding in a Cadillac, hey. Now I'm asking where the party at. See me with somebody else and had a heart attack. This isn't what I thought it'd be. Now you wanna say goodbye to me. You ain't really love me, no way, no way. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Time we go a separate way. I just wanna see a better day. Why you wanna throw our love away? Ain't no even exchange. I meant what I said. Now it's too late, oh baby. Tell him I found a man that can do what he can. Tell me why am I just so lucky? Lucky me, lucky you. I never lie, I stay true. Wrong or right, I took pride in you. Yeah. Love him to the moon and back. 2 rock stars riding in a Cadillac. Hey, now I'm asking where the party at. See me with somebody else and had a heart attack. This isn't what I thought it'd be. Now you wanna say goodbye to me. You ain't really love me, no way, no way.
All right, so that was Winter Ray with Lucky Me. I didn't see her get back on. CL, are y'all good out there on your end? Like
we're moving and grooving. I don't know if she's okay or what happened. I know she was, like you said, her stuff was a little glitchy, but you know, not for nothing. I do like her energy and her song. You know,
was amazing.
Yeah, so you know, she's got some star power to her. I want to keep talking to her. I hope we get her back.
And it sounds like she got big things popping already. So that's what's up.
Yeah. No
I
doubt.
see in the chat a couple people was liking it as well. Shout out to Mr. Sterling. He was saying sounds like some country music with a bop, pop and rock. Maybe they'll add that to the. Didn't they added a Grammy category now? It's contemporary country. If it's not a regular country now.
So wait, so that's a new category for the Grammys.
Yeah, because you know, I think didn't Beyonce win this past year?
That's why they added it, because the country community was upset with Beyonce winning like a traditional country album of the year. So they added a category that would include like a pop country sound.
Okay, breaking it up.
Trey just asked, what's the category?
What's the category they added?
It's like a pop country, right,
Yeah, I think
Quanah?
it's called contemporary. I think they said something like contemporary. We have these conversations about hip hop.
It's country. It's
But
called
they done it
country.
with R&B too, though, right? They done that traditional R&B, and then they got know.
I mean, we've seen this happen before, over and over again. Genres create division.
Right. That's all it is.
It's not a good thing to me. I feel like if you're you sing R&B and you're white, then you sing R&B and you're white. You shouldn't be pop. There's no, if you sing country and you're black, you sing country and you're black.
Keep cooking. I'm
just saying that this is how they
This
is how they took Harlem and said, hey, you know what? We're gonna take South Harlem,
North Harlem,
and we're gonna create this. What are we doing?
Right.
Well, you know what I mean.
This is
I'm from Harlem, or are you from? You sing R&B or you sing?
So this is the impact of the Beyonce project, the Shabuzi projects. So you're keeping traditional old country. So let's divide it now. So when you have that rhythmic or that urban crossover, let's create a whole new division for it. But like you said, it's a division amongst exactly. I worked that Beyonce project, and the bottom line, she kind of set a new trend, and she was stepping on old toes, so to speak. If you get what I'm saying.
Right.
No, absolutely, and she was breaking all the records and went all the way up the chart.
Absolutely,
and then it got crazy when you break through format. So now you're not only you hot on country, now you're breaking through on,
you got your booty right on the heels. You understand my point? Exactly. Hitting the rhythmic chart, you're hitting the top 40 chart. Now you're hitting the country chart and the urban chart.
Well, let me ask you a question since we're going there. is Southern Soul. Should that be considered country, or is that something else?
Oh no, that's definitely not country. It's like when I say country, it's like black country. There's a difference. I think.
Okay.
You know, am I wrong? Brittany, talk to me.
Okay, so this debate has kind of been going on since like Beyonce released her country album. But I recently saw an interview with K. Michelle. She sat down, she talked to Cam Newton, and they talked about country, right? So K. Michelle is from, you know, Nashville. Like she is born and bred around traditional country music. And because she's a Black woman, though, they try to box her in to say, well, this is Black country. I think that Black country singers tend to have a little bit more of the soul influence in their music, which is a tipping point to make people want to think that it's less country than a traditional country song. However, enslaved Africans brought the genre to the Americas when they came over here. The bluegrass, the banjo was created by an enslaved person, that instrument. So I think what we have to keep in mind is that although it may not be our taste in country music, just like you can say, I like the genre of rap, but I don't like mumble rap. I like this type of rap. It's still all the category of rap. I don't think that it's smart to separate ourselves from country music if you are a Black country singer, because it makes it harder to get into certain doors, certain events based off of the soul that's in your voice. I just don't think that that's fair. I think that if they want to create a subcategory, hey, that's fine. But there's certain music that just because it has a little bit more twang to it, or just because it has a little bit more soul to it, doesn't mean that it doesn't belong in that genre.
Y'all think is the greatest Black country artist of all time?
Darius Rucker. That's the only one I know about.
What about Charlie Pride?
Charlie Pride. Charlie Pride is the Nat King Cole of country music.
Yeah.
Charlie Pride started it all. And ain't none of y'all talking about him. I'm not just talking about just y'all. They ain't talking about him across the board.
Well, and that's my point. My point is, if you further segregate Black people out of country music and say that they're not country, that's going to happen to all of the country stars, right? So it is important that Black country artists are recognized as country artists, period. Not Black country artists, but they're recognized as country artists, because there are a lot of us who do know who Charlie Pride is, right?
He competed on that what's called real country music. They try to downgrade Beyonce and K. Michelle and for their own reasons. But at the end of the day, Charlie Pride came out right there with them singing country music like they sing better than them. But because he was Black, he only got to a certain level. But he was like Frank Sinatra in country at the time, when Frank Sinatra, because he was Italian and I had all the mob money behind him, he was on top of his game. Charlie Pride couldn't be like that. He was like, you know who Charlie Pride was? He was like the Harlem Globetrotters. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't stay in hotels. He couldn't eat at the restaurants, but he was killing them on the court. His work spoke for itself. You couldn't deny that Charlie Pride sang real country music better than most of the country artists.
No doubt. Now, New York, we got y'all back. But real quick, DJ Big Red, what you have to say on this, man?
What I had to say was that when it come down to country music, man, and it's crazy that how they say that they switched it due to it being not using traditional country instruments, steel drums, the steel guitar, banjo, all those things of those nature. So they switched the category to traditional country, and then the new one is going to be contemporary country. So, and that's crazy because someone of our ethnic color has won the first, you know what I'm saying, best album, country album. And it's like, no, we don't want this happening again. Right. You're using trap drums, you're using trap beats, use it, because you can realize it's a lot of country artists that's in these categories using like trap instruments. You know what I mean? A lot of 808 bass in their songs. So that means that they're going to be considered in the contemporary instead of winning. So if you got anything dealing with trap music, trap drums, any type of 808s in your song, then this shouldn't be the traditional country song. But they use that in almost everybody's mix now. So I don't know why they're trying to switch it up. Just get a woman her props and leave everything.
Rascal Flatts used the hell out of 808.
Absolutely.
And I got a country song called "Could Have Been a Pimp, but I chose to be a cowboy." With that Mac gangster, like back in the Mac days on it, but the dude who's singing it is a friend of mine, Dr. Brown, who's an actually country and works. Could have been a pimp, but I chose to be a cowboy. That's merging the two together. And I'm using a white lead vocalist for that.
Make sure you raise your hand. DJ End Zone, what's up?
My thoughts on it. Now I heard the Beyonce album and the other black country singers. I like what they do. I think what it is concerning Beyonce and K Michelle, because they do R&B. It's like they want them to say, like, stick to that, stay on that. Don't do this country. Just stay over there. We don't want you coming over here with the country. But some people, they can expand. There's some black people that do hip hop, R&B. They do pop. They do country. It's all about how you do it. But like I said, I enjoy listening to the albums. But I think in their eyes, you're not really country. Same with Lil Nas X with Old Town Road when that came out. That's not real country. That's not real country. Even though he had Billy Ray Cyrus on it, it was like, oh, that's not country. That's not country. That's not real country. Just stick to hip hop. Stick to R&B. And now they don't say nothing about pop. But Michael Jackson, he's the king of pop, a black man. So they don't really say much about that. But I like what some black people doing. You know, they expanded the different music. You got black people doing rock music now, metal and all that. And I'm loving what I'm hearing. But that's my thoughts on it, because they consider them R&B and rap. Don't come over here with the country. This is not you. You stay in your genre. That's how I feel about it.
No doubt, no doubt. CL, I'm guessing we're still waiting on the next guest. Is that correct?
Yeah. In the meantime, in between time, we just play some joints, have some fun, talk. A lot's going on in this world, and why not, man? Let's try to level the vibe. So we're gonna pass it back over to you, Quantum. Play a joint.
I know we got Torrance Rudd coming up, man. We about to have him in a second, so y'all stay tuned. It's New Music Wednesdays, all right? Yeah. Digiwaxx New Music Wednesdays. That was mine signed. Underground. A little bit right there. Too much of that just yet. We're not ready for that just yet. New York, where you at, man?
Yeah. We are right here, live and direct from the penthouse, making it happen. Hopefully everybody's still cooling and grooving. We still got Trey Lorenz in the house, legend, my man Mike Burrell. DJ Cuddy just pulled up. Shout out to Cuddy. So we got
Cuddy. We ain't seen Cuddy in a minute, huh?
Yeah, Cuddy, hold on.
Hey, Cuddy.
Where you been, man?
Cuddy ain't even trying to get on the mic. He's trying to drink. Forget Cuddy, man. He's trying to drink, man.
I'm here with CL. Yo, gang, I missed y'all, man. I've been getting a couple of hours out in Jersey. You feel me? But I switched it up. I switched the formula up. Now I'm back with the gang. Back on the block. See, what's up, yo, fellas? What's going on? Yeah, we here. What's up, fellas?
Cuddy, you can't say hello to me?
Britt, hey, Britt. Hey. Yeah, we here. Shout out to everybody who else. See, stop, my brother. See, stop. We got to keep talking, too. But we got, who else I see? Big Red.
We in here, man. We in here, man.
Ray T?
What's up with it, baby?
Quantum. So what was we talking about?
We started drinking.
We ain't even drink yet. Nah, I'm just happy to be here, man. Dave here, happy here. I got a little water. Hold on, I got some water.
Give me some rum.
Hey, Cuddy, I'll be in the city on the 27th.
That's next week.
Yes.
No, it's the week after.
Week after?
July.
4th of July?
Well, no, the 27th.
Yeah, that's the 27th. Yes, that is next week. Hey, yo. I'll be going
next Friday. Watch y'all drinking. That's y'all sparring partner, all right? That's y'all can spar up once y'all get together, man. CL, what's the deal, man? We got our next guest in the place. Oh, your mic, CL. Your mic is a little is down.
My bad. It sounded a little suspect. All right, I'm better. Torrance Rudd, man, holding it down. We see you in the corner, kicking it. How's everything? How's everything going?
Man, everything's good, man. I'm excited to be here today. I appreciate you guys.
Oh, we're excited to have you, man. You know, before we get started, we do have one tradition. We ask you to turn your camera to the landscape horizontal position. That way we can
Okay.
the full screen view.
Okay.
Going on. You can, looks a lot better on camera. There you
That
go.
good? Okay.
There you go, man. Yeah, you look like you in the studio, man. What's going on?
Yeah, I just got a little home set up that I vibe out in, man.
I see you got like okay. What do you use to produce, man? You play anything, or are you using the MPC? What we using? What's the tool?
Yeah, I play keys a little bit, but I do everything in Logic Pro.
Okay, that's your weapon of choice.
Yeah, my weapon of choice. Yeah, I used to mess around with FL Studio, but I've been since Apple been upgrading everything. That's what I use now.
Okay, so the Logic is the game, man.
Yeah.
Dope. And where you calling in from?
Man, I am in Valley, Alabama, man. I'm actually on the Georgia line. I'm like 1 hour outside of ATL. But yeah, I'm a Bama boy.
Shout out to Alabama, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole state, Alabama. They always looking good, doing their thing.
Appreciate you, man.
The first question we normally ask people is sort of like their music, their origin story, man. So, how did you get into music? How did it start for you? And where did the love come from?
Man, my entire family on my father's side, heavily involved in music. My dad, man, funny story. So my dad was in a big time country western band, man. True story. They traveled all over the world doing country music. Yeah, before he came off the road, they did a lot of world tours over in Germany, Europe. Opened up for a lot of big time people before the group thing kind of collapsed. So I've been involved in music ever since I was a child. I kind of pretty much like every rapper. I started rapping in middle school and during break, and didn't know that it was something that I wanted to do. I just knew it was something that I was good at. So I've been doing it ever since, man, middle school.
Nice. And influences like, because rap is so diverse, man.
Yeah.
And I love the South because even the South has its own inspirations. And I know California, New York's also that. But for you, who were you like playing back in the day and sort of looking up to?
Man, T.I., Outkast, Pastor Troy. And then, as I got into high school, man, T-Pain was that guy for me, man. Yeah. So I was rocking on all the down south stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And I think one of the dope stories about you is that not just are you musically talented with hip hop and the fact that you produce, but the story of, I guess, how you became saved or born again with everything. Now, what's the story behind that?
So I of course I come from a family of music, but I also pretty much was raised in church. But I kind of did my own thing for the most part. But it wasn't until I was an athlete. I was a football player, and I had scholarship offers to a lot of different schools. But my senior year, I got a girl pregnant, and that kind of like changed everything, because I thought I was getting ready to go to school, but I wanted to be there for my son, So I kind of pretty much like it was kind of like a wake up call to me. I was kind of like in a place where I needed guidance that my parents didn't give me. I needed advice. I needed help, and I was kind of in a dark place. And man, I had an encounter with God, and He began to speak to me Himself. And it wasn't up to my parents anymore. It wasn't them telling me that I needed this. It was something that I realized that I needed for myself. And so I began to build my own relationship with God. And so, here we are today. And so I started doing music, started doing Christian music. And here I am now, man.
And that's what's up, man. That's a blessing. I feel like there's that level up for all of us. And I feel like the sooner you can find it, the better you are, just in general. So congratulations. And man, let's get into some music, man. Let's talk.
Yes, sir.
I know it's easy to talk to music. Let's play a couple of joints. Let's talk about Rumors. and
Okay.
behind that, why'd you create the song?
So actually, so the way I process everything, sometimes my process is different sometimes, but this time I created a beat, man. I made a beat and I was like, bro, this is a vibe. I'm like, man, so I haven't any words to it yet, but I knew that so I just released an album actually called Harvest Season. So I was trying to finish this album up because I had already put out, hey, I'm releasing the album on June 13th. I'm having the album release concert, but the album wasn't done yet. So I'm kind of like crunched. I made the beat and I'm vibing to it. I'm like, yo, this is dope. So I actually hit my guy Kent Jones up. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him or not, but
Dr. Kent Jones.
Yeah.
You got a lot of joints. Go ahead.
Yeah. And so I hit him up. I say, hey, bro, man, tell me what you feel on this. Tell me, how you feel. And he shot it back to me the same day with a verse and a chorus on it. So, so I produced it, but Cat came up with the concept Rumors, which is super dope.
Dope. Well, I think we should get into the record and then come back and talk some more because I got some questions about Alabama football.
Okay, yes, sir.
What y'all doing this?
Hey, listen, I fun fact, I'm from Alabama, but I'm 30 minutes from Auburn. So
a lot of beef. It's a lot of beef.
Yeah.
A lot of beef going on.
Yeah. So we struggling a little bit. Hopefully this year we'll be able to pick up the morale. But man, it's all I'm an Auburn fan, but man, Alabama, man, they always playing good football. Like I'm just a fan of football, period. So it's
yeah, man. Well, let's get into this record and we're gonna come back. We're gonna
with our guest Terrence Rudd. You there with us, Terrence?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
I'm calling you Terrence, man. Torrance?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
No doubt. New York, where you at?
Man, we in the building. Hold on, let me just turn this down. Yeah, we in the building. Obviously, good music sells itself. Everybody's over here vibing and chilling out and whatnot. We're gonna kick a couple of quick feedback joints right here. We got DJ Cuddy in the building. Cuddy, what's your thoughts?
Yes, sir. It's smooth. You know what I'm saying? It goes in play with a lot of what's going on R&B wise. So it don't sound like it sticks out too much to where it's like, yo, so you can add it right into rotation to like the 107.5 situation, a BLS, you know what I mean? The adult contemporary. Is that the right, you know what I'm saying? Is that the right genre for it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know your Quantum, don't kill me, bro.
But it's
Quantum, chill, don't kill.
I agree, but I also think it's it's a little younger too, though, because I feel like it can go both. Like it sounds
right. It could fit in, is what I'm just saying. It fits in.
Yeah.
Yes. It fits in.
Both formats and whatnot.
Nice and easy. It's an easy listen. It's smooth. You know what I'm saying? I like it.
And
So look, let me go ahead, CL. Go ahead.
I had a question. So Kent Jones did the production on that.
No, I did the production on it.
Okay, you just got his approval or sort of some direction from him.
Yeah, he came up with the concept, Rumors.
Oh,
Yeah, he did the chorus. I sent him the beat, and he sent me the chorus back to it, and then we just did our thing on it.
Yeah, I like it. It got a good vibe to it. Yeah,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I like it
Torrance,
a lot, bro.
let me ask you
It's
real
like
quick, let me ask you real quick because and I just happened to see this last week, but there was a little bit of controversy, and so I want to get your kind of take on it. There's a little bit of controversy last week. I guess the BET Awards had happened and the Gospel Award. I don't know which one it was for, if it was for song or whatever, but it went to a rapper by the name of Glorilla, and like the gospel community was a little up in arms about that. Did you hear about that first off?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, man?
So I don't think that the gospel community was upset with Glorilla because she didn't do anything wrong. I think it was more so of the gospel, but because it's actually hard because gospel is already pretty much the hardest to make it in because we don't have a big arena. And so I think a lot of the gospel artists, their frustration was, you got all these artists that are in the genre and it's kind of like we're giving it to somebody who's not a part of it, but it wasn't towards Glorilla. Now, some people were, but overall it was because Glorilla did nothing wrong. Somebody from the gospel side asked her for a feature, and guess what? They won. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, for me personally, man, I'm in my own lane, dog, because social media is, I would say this, I'm not necessarily looking for a handout. I'm not looking for a handout. I'm not looking for somebody to take me from where I am. I gotta work. I gotta grind just like everybody else. So I'm in the process now of building my social media because it's like having your own television station, and you can build it to what you want to, And so that's where we are now. Like even with mainstream, and I think a lot of the builder people were people who have not gotten where they want to be yet. That's just my take on it though.
No doubt, no doubt.
We had a couple more comments on the song from this side. So, Sasha.
Hi, guys. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. My name's Kinshasa, also known as the Makeup Queen. I specialize in all things fashion and beauty here in New York City. And I was excited to hear the song. I felt like it was something for the ladies, something we could listen to in our cars, something we can listen to that's nice and smooth, not too hard, not too raunchy. And I think it was refreshing. That's what we need today.
Thank you.
And this is Trey right here, bro, man. It's fire. It is fire. Like, I was like, who produced the track? Who is that? So that's not you singing on it. That's somebody else?
No, yeah. I'm the second verse. So Canton, he's on the chorus, and he does the first verse, and I do the second verse.
Y'all did your thing, bro. Let me tell you, it reminds me of, do y'all remember Truth About, since I was talking about Bobby Brown. I was talking about Bobby earlier. Truth About Ronan, she's a sweet old girl.
Yeah.
With the rumors. I like
Yeah,
that.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the familiarity of the hook and everything. It's in there. I think it's a hit. It sounds good to me.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Word up. All right. Go ahead. We got Mike in the building. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I consider myself a radio specialist in terms of understanding what reacts at different formats. The song number one will do amazing in what we call out research, which most stations end up sending out to anywhere between 100 to 300 women to hear the first 30 seconds of the song or the chorus. That will test very well in research. If you ever put the song out for commercial purposes in radio, that will test well with female program directors between 25, 54, without question. As you were saying, it'll hit both formats, whether it's on the mainstream or urban AC. That's a hot record, dog. Just had to tell you that.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
No doubt. Now, the one thing we were discussing on this side is that I don't think, I agree with Mike. Like, it's a multi-format record that's got a vibe. And I'm going to say it's even multi-format in terms of DJs as well, because that could be played at a barbecue or a club, right?
Sure.
And it could also be played in a more, I guess, positive setting. But do you consider yourself I don't want to say Christian or inspiration artist, but do you consider yourself that type of more, Christian or inspirational music artist, like a Lecrae, right?
Yeah. So I would say I'm a gospel recording. Well, I'm a recording artist, but I do gospel music. Yeah, I do. But however, it's funny that you said like you could play it at the club. If you actually go and check out any of my other music, that's what I make. Like I want to make music that people can play at their cookouts. They can play it. You know what I'm saying? They can drop the top guard on the weekend. That's the music. That's the vibe that all my music gives. Like I love like pick me up, feel good, barbecue, weekend, summertime music. That's the type of music that I make. It just happened to be, I talk about Jesus in it.
Now, well, Mike does have another question, but I just had a quick question. Have you serviced that music to the gospel playlist? There's a gospel panel that plays, contemporary R&B gospel songs. That song would perform really well. So if you haven't, hit CL up and we need to talk because you need to service that record to that panel in particular.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't done it yet. No, I haven't.
And I would also say to the DJ list as well, because I think that's a record that you should work with DJs because it does work at, barbecues and definitely like gatherings, different events. So, but if they don't have it, it's like there's no way for anybody to really know.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. That being said,
DJ.
DJ.
Hold up. Yeah. DJ Big Red got something.
Go ahead, Big Red.
Hey, I just want to say that I like the song. The song is really, it goes any way you want to go. And, I'm that DJ if I'm at a family reunion or family barbecue, that's one jam I want to put on, you know what I mean? Because, last thing I want is Big Mama coming up to her, baby, I don't know who raised you. but you saved me. So
Yeah.
playing that one, man. That's one other question I got for you real quick as far as contemporary gospel, because you got different types.
Right.
In the contemporary gospel, which means more inspirational without the use of, letting it be known that this is Christian music.
Yeah.
So you really more in the field of the contemporary part of the gospel music?
Well, you said contemporary. No, because some of my songs could be considered that, and then some could be gospel. Yeah.
Cool things, man. Keep doing your thing. If you ever come to Dallas, man, look me up. I won't
I
mind.
got you. For sure. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
And Big Red, man, just a note, man, make sure your mic is turned on, man. Seems like it's kind of getting you.
My mic?
Yeah, your mic wasn't coming on. You usually coming in nice and clear. New York, man, what's up, CL? Did we want to get into another track?
Yeah, I definitely want to do it. I just want to talk about a little bit. Hold on, I just want to talk a little bit about This Joy and the inspiration behind that record and why you made it.
So they got this. I don't know if y'all know, but like in the church side, like there's an old school song. It's like this joy that I have. I don't know if y'all ever heard that. It's like an old foot stomping, and so I redid that joint. But like, I love like old school R&B music. So I sampled the Mtume kick, the famous Juicy kick, and man, like that song actually has opened so many doors for me, man. A lot of people don't know, but I recorded this joint in I actually recorded it in 2022, but I didn't release it until 2023, and it's still going crazy on social media. But like I say, it was another feel good song. Like I just love it. Man, listen, people going through stuff, people going through life, and I just feel like my place in the world is to help pick people up, even if it's just through a song. So that's what I'm doing. So This Joy is one of those songs that, hey man, like you might be going through something, but listen, I just want to let you know it's gonna be all right.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Yo,
that
is the
fire. Bro, you got some hits on you, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
So
I'm gonna have to call you, man. I want to collaborate with you, man. You got some good stuff.
So Torrance,
Man, let's go.
You know who this is, but this is one of the greatest singers, Grammy, not all of this good stuff. Mad humble, but this is Trey Lorenz.
Yes, sir.
And he's been sitting over here really just inspired by the music we've been putting out, and he definitely wants to connect. So again, man,
good stuff, bro.
Wow.
Hey,
Thank
so
you.
let's know in the chat, man. We got people in the chat saying this is dope. Shout out to Head Rush. Erica said, nice vibe. DJ Big Six, nice record. Head Rush is asking if this is on the site, CL, if this track is on the site on Digiwaxx.
It is not on Digiwaxx yet. Now go ahead, Head Rush.
Yo, what up? This DJ Head Rush. What up, Cuddy? I see you, bro. Salute to the squad. Salute to y'all. I'm checking in from Midwest Indianapolis Fleet DJ, the Strong Side Radio, But man, that's a good jam you got right there, bro. Like you got some really good music, and the vibes is nice. You know what I'm saying? I like what you did with the flip on the Juicy record, and with this joy that I have, yeah, perfect, bro. So you definitely tapping into a group of individuals that need to have access to this music. Because I was talking to another DJ the other day, and there's really not a lot of records like this on DJ record pools. And a lot of us DJs end up in situations like I have a Juneteenth celebration that I'm doing here in Indianapolis at Mount Carmel Baptist Church on 42nd and Post Saturday. And this type of music is the type of music that we need to have to do these type of sets. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have the old school, the new school, the R&B, the hip hop. But if we don't have this type of music, then we missing out on a market, and we missing out on a vibe that needs to be touched right now. So definitely keep doing what you're doing, man. I hope you're able to tap in with other artists like Rodney Jerkins that's doing this music. I just like to call it hip hop with R&B. This is R&B.
Yeah,
I don't
for
want to
sure.
put a title on it, bro. This is just good inspirational R&B music. You feel what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
hopefully you get a chance to tap in with this brother over here on the other end that's loving your music. You got other artists that's in this lane as well, like Jordan Armstrong.
Yeah,
Call him D. Yeah,
yeah.
Jordan Armstrong. You see, so
Hey,
you know what
yeah,
I'm talking about. He got the one pretty good. It's a church girls like R&B music.
yeah,
Yeah, bro,
yeah,
tap
yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah,
You got
yeah,
to get in there, bro. For real,
yeah.
it's a lot of artists that's in this lane, and you just really filling up the lane and making it. You're gonna make it hard for the next individual to come behind you. So,
Wow, man, I
good
appreciate
job
that,
for
man.
man. Salute to you, bro, man.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, man. Let's get it going. I want to
Yes,
connect
sir.
with you after this call too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Peace.
So no doubt, like we said, Digiwaxx will be up on the site soon. The pressure is now on CL. CL is now on the clock. You're on mute, man. You're on mute.
The pressure's on CL.
Lord have mercy.
Yes.
That's a lot of pressure. But we need the records. So let's talk DJ talk for a second. Torrance, you have DJ packs. Clean, dirty, well,
Yeah,
instrumental, acapella,
yeah, I do.
beat tracks. Yeah, all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, my stems.
That's what we will need to
Okay.
help along with the artwork for the singles.
Okay.
As well, and any logos, and then of course your metadata. So that's probably the most important because that's how you get paid.
Okay.
Your royalties. So obviously, not just your name, but the features is on the record, the label being correct, label name, and then of course all the encoding. Okay, Mike is over here dropping some gems. But yes, the metadata when you set up with us, and then he went further because he's saying, well, making sure it's encoded properly with media base. Well, hold on. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Just making sure all the encodings are done. So whether it's Sound Exchange, whether it's media base, whether it's for Shazam, everything of how you get your money in terms of dealing with your streaming opportunities.
Your
Very
royalties.
important. Is there a video for that song too or no?
Yeah, I do have a video.
Is it Shazammed already? Can you Shazam it? Can we Shazam that song currently or no?
I went through media base, Sound Exchange, Sound Scan.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went through all of that. So you should be able to.
There's only one way to find out. We're gonna run
Pull your phone out, right?
Yeah, we're gonna run it back, and I'm gonna pull my phone out, bro. I got you. We're gonna find out.
Hey, we're
gonna
gonna
find out.
twin play. All right, Quantum. I don't know if you set up for that, but we can run it back. No problem. We got to make
Wanna
sure.
run it back?
Sure. They said we want to Shazam it. We want to make sure.
And do remember, like you said, the song has been out since 2023, I believe he said. So
Yeah. Mhm.
Gotta be. I believe in you.
All right, well, let's get back, man. Let's do a twin play, and we're gonna check it out one more time. We on with Terrence Rowe?
Oh, that wasn't it.
Man, what was it?
Torrance, Rudd.
Yes.
How's it sounding out there in the penthouse?
It sounds great. We got a couple of Shazams, not just one. We got a couple of Shazams. Yo, this rocks perfect with that Neo record that You to Love. Right.
Yeah.
Right back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's like that. No. Right hand.
Yeah.
So it's like super cookout vibes. You got me sweating. But we was up here two-stepping, bobbing. Music, man. So yeah, you got a couple of Shazams up here. So yeah, you official, brother.
And the bigger question was, when is your ad date? Which means I guess radio ready. So Mike, go ahead.
Now I would tell him, I said this needs to be on the ad board. In other words, because the competition at the adult urban panel, this record fits in so lovely right now. Heavy rotation type of record out the box. And like I said earlier, in a research with women 25, 34, you're talking about a record that can make a real imprint, on the charts.
You know what? That's crazy because on all my analytics, those are 25 to 35 female are my biggest fans, my biggest followers.
Right. Like I said, doing a lot of research on records every week, literally. This record falls right into that category.
Wow.
That's really well. And you have over like 40 female program directors. So it's driven by women on the for a lot of PDs at this point, especially on the Christian panel as well as on the Urban AC panels.
Well, you're getting some. This is high level knowledge here, boy. If a lot of people pay a lot of money to get this knowledge, now I'm just joking. This is good stuff, though.
CL, CTC, baby. Cut the check.
As well. No, man, but good stuff, man. I think the music again speaks for itself, and everybody's excited over here on this side. What do you got planned for the summer?
So I'm touring with Canton Jones. We're actually starting the tour next weekend. We're hitting about 4 cities, but then I have my own stuff that I'm doing. I'm putting together my own tour called Harvest Season because I just released my album last weekend. So I'm touring to promote that. It's an indie tour, so it's just my own, me out here in the street getting it. So I'm pushing it that way, just trying to, network, meet new people. Obviously, like you guys, this is amazing today, being able to meet you guys on here.
Nah, man, anytime, man, and consider us a home. It's what we sort of pride ourselves on, is trying to find great new talent and new music. So consider yourself a part of that family. And anytime you got something, feel free to pull up. And I do think getting out on the road is the best move. Not just because of the shows and that opportunity, but because you get to touch people at radio, at the media people, the other influences in those markets, and get them to become fans and friends and a part of your story. So make sure you really push the promo part of it.
What about the how is your social media in terms of you have somebody actively working your social media so that your metadata, everything's connecting? Because I'm sitting here with some social media folks, and she's sitting there saying this song would touch a lot of Sasha, you might want to explain what you were saying about how you see his social media and how it could activate this song even bigger.
Definitely paying attention to that target market. Kinshasa, aka the Makeup Queen, all things fashion and beauty, but I also am Meta certified. So I love creating content, both for my platform and for others. So I was saying, now that you know your target market, making sure that you know the dedicated hashtags that target market regularly follows as it relates to this type of music. So whether it's inspirational hashtags or gospel hashtags or spiritual hashtags, really paying attention to the things that they follow and making sure that those tags are put into your posts as well.
Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
One of the things that happened with this record, it actually went viral on Instagram. I think over 40,000 reels have been done with it. The problem that happened, I'm not gonna say a problem. People use a reel, but they don't know it's me. Like, I actually have done shows. I've traveled to go and do shows, and then I sing the song. They're like, "Oh my God, I didn't know you sang that." So they know the song, they just don't know me.
I can identify with that, but I think that if you when you do your posts, if you attach your songs from the trending songs in the Instagram marketplace, like if your song is Shazamable, it should be in the Instagram marketplace as well. And so when you do your post, you attach your songs, and so it's constantly making that connection for your followers.
Gotcha.
And with that being said, Torrance, go on if you are able to put in your contact information in the chat if you got your chat up. If not, let us know. We can write it also here.
I got you. I'm gonna drop it in here right now.
No doubt.
Well, a lot of props, man, and yeah.
He could probably go get.
I guess get us that DJ pack. I think that's very important right now.
Okay.
As well as get us the information for the tour. A lot of people here in different markets. I would say try to connect with everybody. You know what I mean? So when you put your information in, let's just make that a goal and a mission. And I don't know if anybody else has anything else to say before we let Brother Torrance do his thing. But we appreciate you pulling up and showing what's going down. Shout out to Alabama. We'll see what happens in this football season. Sounds like there's gonna be a lot of rumblings, a lot of beef going on between Auburn, Alabama.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna go down. You know, y'all got the Florida boys on y'all neck. You know, you got Tennessee. You got y'all surrounded. Boy.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna go down in the SEC every year.
SEC conference, boy.
Yeah, it's
Who's
crazy.
who's your NFL team?
Man, I don't have one, man. I don't have one. I like
Real
certain-
Alabama. That's the people in Alabama. They like, I don't mess with nothing else. Wow. You were the real Alabama brother. That's crazy.
No, I like certain players, you know what I'm saying, but I don't really have a team, you know.
Last question. NBA prediction. Who do you think gonna take it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not real. I watch NBA, but I'm not like I'm a big football and track guy.
This is it. All right. This is it. He'll build a football shrine of Alabama teams in your city. And that's just how we're gonna end this. Right. Lawrence Rudd, thank you for joining New Music Wednesday. Yeah, man. Give it up, man.
Man, thank y'all so much for having me. I appreciate all the love, man.
Nah,
Thank
man.
y'all.
It was awesome, man. And again, man, shout out to everybody who's here. If you need to connect with Torrance, he did leave his information in the chat. And make sure y'all reach out to him. He'll be on tour, going out with the legendary Kent Jones, doing his thing. And yeah, man, that's how we're getting down, man. It's a great time. All right, 6:39 in New York. I think it's 5:39 in Indianapolis. It is
That game about to come on.
3:39. Yeah, well, shout out to the game. And let's play a record real quick and just try to keep going. Check this out right here.
A DJ's appreciation dinner, and this was he gave me this record to play for the DJs back then. So I've had this record for a minute now, so I think it's gonna work, especially after the 8-Ball and MJG Lay It Down sample. So, and it's also going towards the soundtrack to the Magic City movie that that's coming out in August. Actually, it drops on my birthday, August 15th. So that's where that record is from. Young Dro, T.I., Jermaine Dupri. Just a little background about that record, you know what I mean?
Is it a groovy movie, C Styles?
Oh yeah, it's a groovy movie, man. Because you got to figure, all right, so the movie is about Magic City. That's the one. It's a popular strip club in Atlanta. If you ain't never been to Atlanta, I know you've heard of Magic City. A lot of rappers talking about it in their songs. So, Magic City used to play everything, and 8-Ball and MJG Lay It Down was one of those records in there that would so, you know what I'm saying? It's only right to get, all right, so the whole project is about Atlanta artists and the whole Magic City thing. So Jermaine Dupri basically reached out to all the poppin' Atlanta artists from back then until now. And that's what the whole soundtrack is about. Different vibes. It's a groovy movie. I give it a groovy movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope sample. It's a dope record. I mean, it'll catch on, especially right now.
Does it get Seabass approval? Brittany Cherry.
You got to tell the people what that means. And some people on the call don't know what that means.
There's only 19 of us in here right now. Everybody knows what Seabass is. Right now we're in the stretch where this is the dedicateds that are here every week. They all know what Seabass is.
Okay.
Does it get Seabass approval, Brittany Cherry?
Yes.
No doubt. CL, what you got going on in New York, man? What's happening? You got another guest ready?
Momentarily, hold on, I'm sorry, we got this loud feedback. Yeah, momentarily we do have one other guest, our last guest stepping up in a few minutes. She just stepped in the building, so they're doing the whole meet and greet thing, but we'll play another song. We can come right back. Shout out to everybody who's still in the building. And I guess
before you do that, real quick, CL. If you are, and I know you guys are in the New York area, Flash. I don't know if you remember when you came down here, I took you out to the spot. And Flash was DJing. He's gonna be up you guys' way. I believe the place is 101 Prospect Park. It's called it's called the Ghost Note. They're doing a thing on Juneteenth. You know, Juneteenth, for those that don't know, it started within Texas. Yeah, it says tomorrow. It started within Texas, and so Flash Gordon Parks will be up your way at Prospect Park doing what's called a Voices of People's History Ghost Note of Juneteenth, where they'll be going over Juneteenth, playing some music and so forth. So if you're in the New York area, try to get out to Brick Celebrate BK. That's the name of the unit there. And they said they're at 141 Prospect Park, West Brooklyn, New York, 11215.
Please put that in the chat. Tomorrow's a good day to go out and go celebrate. I'm all for it. So let's do it. All right. Yes. And any other Juneteenth celebration, man, we supposed to talk about and make sure we all know about what's going on in our cities.
You talking about Ghost Note with Robert C. right in it? Quantum?
Yeah, that's who's on the flyer. I don't know this. I'm kind of putting it out there.
Tight.
That's who's on the flyer. You can go to the I'm gonna put the IG link in the chat, and y'all can go to it, kind of look at it, see what time it is.
Sorry about that, y'all. We all here. All right, I'm gonna play a song and we're gonna come back with our next guest. Check it out.
Yes, sir. We back.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. We are back. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do a quick little test on the mics. All right. Shout out to Cuddy in the building.
Yeah,
Shout out to DJ Epidemic. You already know, in the house. And how y'all feeling out there?
It was kind of drowsy on that last one.
Huh?
It was kind of drowsy on that last one. We didn't even see Cuddy really moving. So
yeah.
I don't know. That last one wasn't really.
We listen, man. There were a lot of good records that came out this week. I really didn't get a chance to do a deep dive listen like we normally do.
That wasn't it.
Oh, snap.
It was all right. It wasn't as good as the last Drake and Smiley joint.
I feel like,
but the last one was a little turned up. You was in there like,
what the blood clot.
This one is cool. You feel me? But the last one was
This one
you get sturdy to the last one. This one,
driving down the west side.
yeah, this one you driving. You know what I mean?
But is he signed to Drake Smiley?
Yeah, he's OVO.
You OVO?
Yeah, he's OVO.
Shout out to OVO. Hey, listen, man. You know,
October.
Can Drake still come back? That's the question.
He's back.
Kind of, sort of, but he's not back the same way though.
He ain't the same.
Back.
He ain't the same. All right.
It's not quite the same, but you know.
He's
bad.
He's back.
Drake licking wounds, but still making money.
Making money. Okay.
Yeah,
there it is.
making money.
Yeah,
Just
he's still making money. He's making, he's not the same.
It's the young girls that like Drake right now, man. Every time I go somewhere, they want to hear Nakia. They want to hear. They still loving on Drake, man. You know what I'm saying? So yes, us people know that that situation didn't go well for him, but people, he still got his fans.
I still like Drake. I must keep it on it. I like Drake.
It's funny y'all he trying to come out with music, act like ain't nothing happened. That's some bullshit. What the fuck you mean?
It's not gonna happen, right?
After all that shit that nigga tried to do, what the fuck? He trying to play like ain't nothing happened. Oh, let me just go ahead and keep putting that music like everything is all right. What the fuck you mean?
What you want an apology letter or some shit, bro? Like, call him out, Debo.
well, listen, real quick. So we got our next guest in the building, live in New York. She's flying all over the place. She's on the world tour, doing her thing. Man, so many people hit me up, man. People beat me down. They're like, yo, y'all gotta change the flyer. I said, damn, who's coming? But then she came in and took over the whole spot. So I understand what's going on. We have the one, the only Miss Diamond the Body holding it down.
Yeah.
How you doing, Diamond?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Welcome to New York. Welcome to New York. Is your first time in New York? Is this your
No,
Okay.
I've come been to New York many times.
Okay, nice. What's your favorite place in New York?
None of them.
No?
I'm just-
They don't got no beach.
You said my favorite place in New York?
Yeah.
Nothing like a little.
The traffic and the noise and it's just a lot for me. I'm from Florida.
Florida, it's a little different. It's a little different. But Florida's loud too, though.
Like maybe
Right.
Miami, but where I'm from is
What
very
part
quiet.
of Florida you in?
Coral Springs, like Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, okay. That's where people retire at.
Yeah,
So you got
that
food.
retirement
You
vibe.
into the grown.
Crazy. I had to get out the car. Like the place was 30 minutes away in the car, and then it said it was like 3 minutes away walking. So we got out the car, walked in my heels because I was late.
Wow.
You got here though.
Got in a little bike.
You made it
I
happen.
know that's a little New York experience for you. You know,
Very humbling.
well, hold on now. Miami's not really a walk in the park neither. I've been in some traffic, you know.
Yeah, but not like this.
But you don't be
Like the traffic be like literally around the corner right here, and it still be like 30 minutes to get around the corner.
Yeah, driving for sure.
Well, welcome
Like
to
37 minutes.
I can't wait till we do our conference in New York and all of our
Times Square, I like how the lights and like that street and it's at nighttime is very beautiful.
you hang out with
Times Square.
So you kicked it with like Spider-Man and the Hulk and
All the-
Captain America was hanging. Okay, that's nice.
Did you eat a glizzy? You had a New York glizzy? A pretzel? Nothing? A pizza? A slice of pizza?
I need to get one. I want to get one right now. I'm actually
get you
starving.
right.
I haven't
Get you
eaten all
right.
day.
You got a slice of pizza.
Okay. Hey,
I might change your
slice
mind
of
when you
pizza.
eat. Yeah, what you eat? Yeah, she need pizza.
All right.
I'll
Well,
take a slice. It might change your whole experience.
Close by here that we need to go to after this.
there's some dope pizza spots around here. Yeah, we'll put you on.
Type in pizza spot.
Yeah, we got you. That's
All
not a
right, for
problem.
sure.
Definitely. So, well, welcome to New Music Wednesdays.
Thank you for
You know?
having me.
Yeah, and so what brought you to the great city of New York?
So actually, it's my birthday.
Hey, happy
Yeah,
birthday.
Thank
Big
you.
Gemini?
It was yesterday. Yes.
Big Gemini.
Gemini. I had an interview with Angela Yee
Nice.
yesterday, so I kind of like based my trip around that.
Beautiful, beautiful.
How long you in town for?
I leave Friday.
So Friday? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can see somewhere the game might be on. The Knicks ain't make it though. You almost made it for if the Knicks was here, but it still be a little live during game time. You can experience that.
Work. I'm not here to party.
Here to work. I mean, you can experience the vibe too.
I experience it when I'm rich.
Okay.
I hear that. Listen, mine in the right
now,
place.
speaking of work, grinding.
Okay, no doubt. So what you working with? What we working on? What are the projects that you're currently involved in?
So right now, I just released a new single. It's called "In My Pockets," and it's out now. Streaming is available everywhere. I just performed at the BET Experience. That was really good at the BET Awards. Also, I'm on Baddies. That is playing every Sunday on the Zeus Network.
Nice. Shout out to Zeus. All right, all right.
Yeah. So you can catch me on there beating bitches up.
Okay. Okay, Diamond.
Yeah.
Doing multiple things. How is the baddie experience?
It's very crazy.
It's the trenches for it.
It looks like it.
It
was a trick question.
Is it?
But go ahead.
Yeah.
Trying to say.
I was just saying it's a little wild on this
You
show.
wouldn't know if you was gonna play it cool, like it's a walk in the park,
Absolutely
or you gonna
not.
act like yo, it's really it's
No,
that.
it's treacherous.
It's treacherous.
Compare it to like a boot camp or like jail.
Wow.
Like you wake up every day, you don't know somebody after you. Like
Wow.
What's the best
head on
part
a
it's
swivel.
bringing out of you?
Huh?
What is the best part it's bringing out of you? Usually pressure makes diamonds.
Absolutely.
Right? So what good parts has
I
this
feel-
treacherous experience brought out of you?
I feel like the platform that is it's a really great platform. And I feel like it puts me in front of a lot of eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's giving me a lot of attention. And I'm able to take that attention and that, from there and then promote my music. So I appreciate it. Honestly.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
Capitalize on that.
So let's talk about In My Pockets. What's the song about? Why'd you make the song?
So basically, after I got off my last season of Baddies, they sent me a check, a big check, and I was like, in my pocket, bands in my pocket, bitch. Yeah, so that's really what inspired the song.
I love the success of it. I love the energy. You can feel the success
Yeah.
oozing off of you with all of the money. You know what I mean?
I mean, it was great. I loved it. I was like, I gotta make a song about this money right here.
That's what I'm talking about. I love the inspiration. All right, so let's play it. Shout out to everybody who's in the building. We'll come back after that and talk some more. But let's do it. We got Diamond the Body, aka DTB.
DTB.
Oh, watch yourself. Check it out.
Do it. I don't know.
Listen.
They talking
We got real money moving around. We got fake money. We got all type. Listen, they throwing real dollars in here. Okay, I'll say Diamond the Body got her own money. That's all I gotta say.
Currency, man.
Got her own currency. Not no craziness. It's real.
This is USD TB. You heard me? USD TB.
I like that.
Amen.
USD TB. That is okay. Cuddy's in a marketing team. That's what it is. You don't work this way in. Diamond, what's going on, man? All this energy.
That's hot.
Man, is it like this everywhere you go?
Absolutely.
Dang, so you're a walking movie.
Absolutely.
Man, where we going next? Pizza
Next
store.
we going to the pizza store.
Yeah,
we
we'll
need
turn
to
up over there.
Get a shot, a pizza, a slice of pizza.
I'm loving it.
As you should. I love how the team is all engaged. Everybody know all the words.
Yeah.
Everybody turn up. Everybody know the program. We ain't even had to. It wasn't even a second thought. Everybody just turned up. That was all. That was hard. I'm excited to go to one of your shows.
Fire them.
Oh, snap the buy.
Go with the UTBs.
So first of all, how did you put together your team? I think that's one of the greatest advantages for a person to be able to galvanize.
So basically everybody came one by one. It was like I used someone for the service and I'm like, I like this service, so I want to keep this person. So yeah, I did some content with my videographer and I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. You are my permanent videographer. And then this girl right here, I met her in the club and she was like, I want to be your assistant. And I was like, okay, start right now. And she assisted
Assistant
me.
was real serious too. She was like the executive. You don't want to get on camera, keeping it too real. She's very professional.
You're my assistant. Emmanuel and my publicist, I met him through a mutual friend.
Okay.
But my thing, when I like somebody, if I like how you work, you stuck with me. That's it. Like, let's go.
Can't get away.
Bro.
Oh boy, can't get away. Watch yourself.
And then my security, can't forget security. Gotta get protection.
Shout out to the security
Shout
team.
out to security.
What you doing over there?
Oh, that's my manager right there. His name is Sid.
Hello.
My music manager.
We know Sid.
Is everybody from Florida? Everybody.
Me and Sid done had a couple of drinks
Yeah.
with one of our other friends named
Everybody knows Sid.
Kev Black.
Is everybody from Florida home base or?
No, everybody's from everywhere.
Okay, that's tough.
Yeah.
Y'all form together, like I mean, that's tough.
So now let me ask you a business question. Now, I love the fact you got your own money. Now, the fact that you have this massive amount of attention, you got records, make a movie everywhere you go. What other businesses are you into? Are you selling any other products? Are you marketing anything else? Any affiliate programs? How else you monetizing?
So I do have a community actually. It's called Diamond Dolls Community. So it's for my fan base, my Diamond Dolls. It is $50 a month. You can be able to have direct access to me. So I read all my messages. I talk to all my people, and you get a free meet and greet in any city that I'm in. So like, let's say you signed up and I was in New York. You can come to the club with me to wherever I'm at in New York. So if you want to come party with DTB, click the link in my bio on Instagram and join my community.
And this is why I bring it up, because people are thinking so much more advanced in terms of their careers. I think that's really dope, really awesome. And yeah, I salute that. Because
you
know,
also have merch too. Merch.
Nice. So you got a merch store.
Yes.
Dope.
That's
dope.
also in my bio on Instagram.
All right. So what else are you into besides music and media and everything you're doing there? Do you like to cook? Do you like to box? Are you into shooting guns?
You might like.
Are you into
you gotta know how to box, being on back.
Yeah. No, like what else is going down?
Definitely know how to box.
I'm into fitness. I like to work out. I don't like box, but I do, work out. I like to keep healthy. I'm really into health and fitness.
Okay.
So I do try to that's why I say I can't eat no glizzy. That's off my diet. I can't eat this.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, it's my birthday.
You feel me? It's your birthday.
Take a bite.
Hey.
A bite won't hurt.
Now? That's awesome. That's awesome. And, you know, I think that's what, you know, one of the keys to life is like, well, one of the questions I always have about, you know, what do you do to keep yourself
Like
zen in the midst
outside
of all of this?
nothing. I think that yeah, this is my life. This is the life I chose. So this is what I deal with. Like I love it. I want to wake up every day and have to do this. And I love what I do.
Yeah.
So to me, it's not like I'm working. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, you're working on your birthday. I'm like, I love this job. So yes.
I don't feel like work at all.
Feel like work. I'm
Right.
having a great time. I love New York. We're running around, we interviewing, we talking to people, we spreading my music. Like there's no other way I would like to spend my birthday.
Yeah.
Like vacations, I did that already.
All right.
Now I'm trying to
Started spreading the movement.
right. Yeah, I got a mission. I
Wow.
have time to vacate right now.
That's right. Profit from your passion.
Yes.
Anything else you would have let everybody know that's coming up? I'd love to play another song. I feel like, you know, we
should.
tapped something.
Yeah, we turned up. I'm sweating. See
The
it?
song.
Let's
Ari,
when Ari comes back, we'll get into that.
sign it up.
Let's open it up. Anybody got any questions? We got DTB in the building.
DTB.
Diamond the Body. Feel free, raise your hand or turn your mic on if you got something you want to say or a question you want to ask. She's in New York City, starting on world tour. After New York, what's next?
After New York, I have 2-3 dates in Florida. So I have like Tallahassee, Cocoa Beach, and I forget the other one, but it's like they're back to back. So
Nice.
then after Florida, I have to go to Atlanta. Then I have to go to Chicago. Then I have to go to Milwaukee. It's just
Moving
Yeah,
and
you moving
grooving.
around.
Moving and
Sure.
I think I said right there. Do you,
All right, I
you
see it
doing
right
it?
here. I see it right here.
I got one question for you, right?
Yeah.
So you was on TV, everybody's your whole life exposed, right? Same thing with this, with your community that you have, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about streaming?
Streaming?
Yeah, like I saw one of these streamers said that the streamer is the new rapper. You feel me? I'm not jacking that, but
Yeah.
is that like everybody's with the streaming stuff, and that's one of the biggest things moving right now? Can you see yourself streaming, or are you even with that? Any of
Been
that?
on streams before. Like I've been a guest on Zoe's stream.
Okay,
I've did Kai's stream before.
Okay.
So I do agree that it is a new popular thing. It's just weird though. Like me personally, I don't think I could sit in front of a camera just all day, like 10 hours.
Yeah,
just
some of them
fucking-
do like 24-hour streams,
Yeah,
a
like,
week
that's what
stream, like it'd be
to
crazy.
be active and doing. I like outside. I'm
Right.
old school.
Feet on land.
Yeah, like I want to touch the people. Like I want to give out my dollar bills. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, you're not knocking it. Streaming is definitely a wave. It's a new wave, and it's paying a lot. I need to get on a damn stream.
Absolutely. Why not?
Y'all man, insane.
Hard work.
Now it's like your own situation.
So because you get to sort of be yourself and bug out a little bit and let people like tune into your world from that end. And at some point, the streaming has become more monetizable because people they always want more.
Then directly of you.
So,
Yeah.
so the
They
basic
can subscribe to you.
hey, listen, you know, in whatever fashion that is. Maybe it's, you know, I open up new gadgets and stuff. You know, you could be a part of that experience. So I play video games on this day, and you could be whatever that is for you. I
Yeah.
feel like it can open up more monetization.
For me personally, I just can't sit in one spot that long. Just I like to be active.
feel that.
Unless the stream can follow me.
I mean, you can make it work for you. You know what I mean?
Social. Let me tell you something. Shout out to New York. Right now we have what they're calling the I think it's called the Blink Conference. Anyways, down here at the Jacob Javits Center, and it is a conference that's based on all streaming, media, video, all the equipment that you can use to actually power any type of broadcast.
Okay.
And I'm telling you that you can run a broadcast off of something that will fit in a book. I'm talking about a complete broadcast, multi-channel in one book bag.
Something like
I mean,
this.
we're doing it right here.
Yeah, all right.
I'm doing it right here. So you get the point. My point is that you can stream wherever you want 24/7 these days.
Yeah.
All you need is a battery pack and you on your way. So, all right. We got some new music.
Yeah.
An exclusive. I feel good. I love exclusives. Talk to us about Sign It Up.
Okay, so Line It Up is a record that I did after my first season of Baddies. And it was kind of like towards the cast members. Because a lot of girls was coming at me, and I just had to tell them, line it the fuck up.
Was you beating people up?
I was. I got beat up a couple times too now.
You know I'm gonna go back and watch tonight.
That's a real woman.
Long as the outcome is
You keeping the G real though. I respect it. I'm gonna definitely go back and watch tonight. Like, yo, now I gotta go and watch the highlight. Yeah, I'm definitely.
I like a fighter.
She's
She's the fighter. That's what's up. Let's get into it. We here. Go ahead, Cuddy.
No, let's do it.
Line it up.
Yeah, let's line it up. I mean, DTB, Diamond here, CL, Cuddy Rex, Digiwaxx. Let's do it. On all streaming platforms?
All streaming platforms.
On all streaming platforms, run it up. Line that shit up, yo.
Wow. Okay, shout out.
No, that was hard. That was
Shout out to the chat. Let's see. Groovy movie. She got her own money.
She got her own dollar. You see?
Yes, coming to America Voice. Shout out to Big Red. Tell Cuddy, pick up a few dollars off the floor. Okay, Britt. DJ Big Six got all fire emojis. Not on Shazam yet. That's a big deal. These records are not on Shazam. Hold on now.
Hold on, Shazam.
Big Dab.
Yeah.
Yo, Dab. If they not on Shazam, please let us know.
Did he get out there?
Okay, he's saying nothing and they're not on there. Okay.
Okay, you gotta line it up.
Hey,
that shit up.
shout out to
it up.
Line it.
Shout out to
in my pockets.
DJ Old School said we need a digi workout mix. That's actually a good idea. That's a good. He said, and Brittany said, I'll definitely work out to this.
Oh,
So this is a good workout song. This is a good look.
You got a good
boxing.
I mean,
You do any UFC classes, boxing, kickboxing?
I need to though.
CKO.
All of that.
GTB.
Yeah.
I need to learn some new moves.
That's another way to make some money. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody loves the video and workout tutorials. I don't know if that's in your bag. We give you a lot of game here. I don't know. We got hold on now. Hold on now.
That's a fact.
You know, Florida people come up here and take all our money all the time.
Yeah,
we gotta cut it off.
Man,
we
gonna see you on TV again soon. Like, do you like TV? Because is that something you enjoy? You want?
So right now, Baddies is playing right now. So it's out. It comes out every Sunday, and it's gonna be playing for the next.
So next Sunday,
3
this
months.
Sunday we can watch you
Every Sunday.
My older daughter watches it.
Zeus Network.
Yeah, shout out to Zeus.
Yeah.
She lets me know what's going on. My older daughter, I'm telling you, man. We gotta take a photo and send it to London.
Yes, we do. Shout out to London.
Munch.
But yeah, so I'm on there right now. So it's gonna be playing for the next like 2-3 months.
Okay, so season not
For
done.
another season, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Well, my thing is, what's the downside? You know.
Fighting.
Oh well, that's whack. I ain't gonna hold you on that. That's whack. Well, so my thing is, now that you've been through how many seasons now?
3.
Are you prepared to maybe create your own series?
I really want to just focus on music, honestly.
Okay. That's cool.
You got a lot of.
That's not like my passion. Like I don't care to be a reality TV star.
Okay.
You don't want to do no boot camp or nothing like that. A DTV boot camp.
Stadium.
Wow.
I want to be performing, and I want millions and millions of people to have my music and know my music and sing my songs with me. Like that's what I want. That's my goals.
And that's funny
It's
because
happening.
shout out to everybody who's still here, because I'm just gonna say this. We had a conversation off the air when we were playing the record. Does anybody have her DJ pack yet?
We need it.
And the answer is no, because we got to get your music to those DJs.
No Sirski.
Yeah,
they got it in the works, fellas.
The reason why
we're
we're
working.
doing this is so that
Groovy.
these dope records
on the
we just
way.
want them to go. So
Yeah,
we are on our
I
way.
need to do that. I need to DJ back.
Yes,
Need them packs.
let's do it. Shout out to C Styles. C Styles also one of the heads of the coalition DJs in Atlanta. And
We just was over there.
Yes, Sirski.
dope. Yeah, and he can help with all of that stuff. So we'll get all of that locked in.
Yeah.
But I just want to say thank you for pulling up.
No, thank
Hell
you.
yeah. Thank you. Thanks to the team.
Yeah,
The
no,
team is
it's dope.
lit. You're lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
Dope, but laid back energy, very zen.
Thank you.
Those are the people you should be very scared of. You know, they the ones that don't say it.
Bro, like you won't be scared anyway.
I mean,
Bunking on shit.
C Styles, did you have a question?
Shit me.
No questions, man. Just
Somebody got a question with the hand. Oh, that's Big Red. Big Red.
Big Red got a question, but we got to make that a groovy movie, man. Get that DJ pack together for real.
Yes, ASAP.
There it is.
That line.
That's why we're here. We just figured out.
Yeah, we got you. We
Thank
got
you. I
That's
appreciate it.
So Big Red, what's good?
I was wanting to say I actually caught the video at the first joint, and she throwing them hands in the video. You know, I caught the oh yeah, she in the ring and everything, and throwing hands. Look, y'all look at the video.
I'm gonna look at the video.
It's very, very nice.
The music video is dope. My videographer, it's actually right there.
I recommend the video. It's real nice.
Right there.
All right, here's my last revenue making opportunity. I think based on what Big Red just said.
Yeah.
I definitely think that the amateur boxing having the DTB league is a movie. The amateur boxing league for women. And I'm not joking because you don't have to be, you can be the commissioner. I'm just telling you that the league could make a lot of money in today's day and age. Because
they need to, that's what Zeus Network need to do. They need to have baddies boxing.
But you should do it under your name.
They want to host that, John. Yeah, she not doing that.
I don't even want to watch fish fight. I don't want nothing to do with fighting. I want music.
I'm all zen.
Peace.
So
but that would be a good idea for Zeus Network. Baddies boxing.
Word. All right. So if anybody wants to get an interview or do something, I guess Rose will be the contact. A drop interview.
Definitely.
Rose, we're gonna make you the contact.
Okay, Rose.
We need drops, Rose. Thank you. Please.
But we appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
In our humble opinion, think you're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, team. The team's all surrounding us and whatnot. They're like a gang.
Yeah, I feel like
Yo, Sid, what are you doing, Sid? You got a gang you rolling with now?
Just the set right here, man.
Let's do the
peaceful
gang.
The
peaceful African. And now all of a sudden you got gangs and stuff.
The most unpeaceful one.
I can't say too much. They're giving out Ricos out here and all that type of stuff.
But they're not a gang, they're an organization.
For
peace.
All right, but we do got to get out.
All right.
Thank
Well, thank you again for stopping by.
Go stream it and send me a DJ pack, or do I got to send you a DJ pack?
No, we'll follow up with you on that stuff.
No, how to send a DJ pack. Because I need to send a DJ pack.
We'll follow up with your team
Thank
and
you
make that
so
happen.
much.
No, it's a pleasure you coming in, and
you.
that's what it is.
All right.
You already know. All right, we're gonna play a record. We gotta find something to play with.
Swerve said play that gang record.
Swerve.
Which one? I be outside with my gang.
Yeah.
So that's the exit for.
Sliding.
Gang.
Yeah.
Well, let's play this. We don't got the gang record, but we'll play.
Hey man, like I say, it was a
See him look down at the camera when you start taking a
Good move. I'm playing her. I'm like, no.
See, this is exactly what I be talking about, right?
Oh boy.
I'm like,
Exactly. Honey,
Hold on. Are you gonna be mad at fire for burning stuff up?
No. I'm in the kitchen cooking. Like I cook for real. Like I'm making dinner.
Oh, what you cooking over there?
What you cooking?
So I'm making like I am cooking.
Are you cooking? Are you cooking or are you preparing?
I'm cooking chicken, baked chicken, vegetables, all that.
Okay, that's what's up. What kind of vegetables? Is that lemon pepper you got in your hand?
It's garlic powder. I'm making a mixture for on top of the chicken. But we'll talk about recipes later.
Y'all looking all toned.
Okay.
Oh, I've been working out. Oh, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. I've been in the gym.
Low carb dinners.
Line it up. You heard.
Fasting in the morning. Yeah.
I already lost 20 pounds, y'all. Like this is not a game.
So what's the regimen?
Here, line it up.
So I'm on a strict 1,500 calorie diet. I work out 7 days a week. I got a trainer. I'm on a
1,500. That's strict.
Very strict.
I'm working out.
That's like 2 bananas.
I work out too. I pick up chicken.
I'm taking creatine, get my protein up. Like y'all, this is not a game.
I lift a lot of chicken and steak. You know what I mean? We work too.
Stomach getting flatter. Cuddy, don't call me.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, hold on.
You just got blocked publicly.
Y'all gotta
Yo,
dig.
that's
Okay,
crazy.
we got a couple of special guests in the house. Before we end it and whatnot. Hailing from New York, of course, man.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's just pulling up today, man. And so many different people do so many different things in our business and whatnot. Introduce yourself.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Shah. On Instagram is Shah the Manager. I manage OG Nia Lee and a bunch of other different talents. Blue Jasmine from Not SCV. Also, I have my own production company with my partner Callie. And I also work with Red Cafe, the artist who has a new album getting ready to come out. So look out for that.
Shout out to Red Cafe,
Stay
man.
down.
Shout out to Nia Lee. Shah, how did you get into the business? You know, you got some big names, people that you sort of guiding their careers. How'd you get your start?
I got into the film business from a friend of mine who he had a production company. He gave me opportunity to work for him doing some casting, and then we parted ways. But after that, then I started doing my own thing, and then I teamed up with my partner Callie, and we went from there.
Hey, partner, how you doing?
Here.
Yeah, it's good. How's the weather outside? I feel like when I got here, it was a little chilly. We were cool, and then we got in here and it was hot because it was just hot in here.
It's just hot.
But I feel like is it getting warmer outside in New York today?
It's getting warmer.
Okay.
But I'm from Cali, so
That's like your name.
so
I don't know. I thought it could have been.
for me.
It's not for you, and you're from
This is
what?
not for me.
It's a little humid. It's humid.
It's humid.
Are you from Southern California or from the top?
The Bay Area.
Oh, so nah, the Bay
surrounded by
is not.
water.
Yeah.
But when it's hot, it's hot. When it's cold, it's cold.
Yeah, the Bay is sort of weird and stuff. Does it ever snow in the Bay?
In the hills.
Oh, in the hills. All right. Well,
Not every year, but
Might happen.
once a year type.
I went to the Bay in like July one year, and I need to go get a jacket. So it's not what you think. It's not what you think. 'Cause I had to go get a jacket from like Marshalls or something. It's not what you think. Like this is gonna be hot.
Shout out to
Southern California.
Shout out to Coles.
Yeah, you might need a little. You might need a little.
Burlington Coat Factory always get a check, boy. I tell you. So what's your story and how'd you get into management as well with Shah?
So I started off as a model. I used to do like Mary J. Blige videos, Davies, like I was into that. And then I became a producer, film, casting director. And then we got the biggest fashion shows in New York City right now with Daniel Leathers. So, he's a part of the show. And then it came about like when we met, I'm like, okay, I want to be on some Biggie and Tupac type shit. Like let's put whatever I got going on out there and whatever you got going on out here, let's put it together. And then we did that. So I started bringing all like models, designers, celebrity designers from California to out here and artists. So now we got like the biggest show.
Well, look at that, man. So shout out to everybody who's still here. If you need to connect on that level, obviously on the music side, but also on the fashion side and film.
And
So
film.
where
We
y'all
got
at with
stuff on Tubi right now.
what y'all got? Let's talk about it. We love Tubi.
Tubi got the streets right now. Let's talk about it. Tubi got the streets.
Well, shout out to True Light Films. That's one of the production houses we work with. True Light. He has a couple of things on there that Nia Lee starring in. Will You Marry Me with Gravy, from the one who played Biggie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We got
yeah.
him in one of them. Then we have what's the other movie? It's a lot. I'm drawing a blank right now, but it's definitely Will You Marry Me. Go check that out. It's a bunch of stuff on there right now.
Okay.
Just look underneath True Light Films and you'll find all the films we've done.
True Life Film.
Yes.
What about sync licensing opportunities? I feel like a lot of times people would love to first of all, there's a lot of great songs out here. But sync licensing wise, how do people present their music for you guys to consider?
That's a good question. That world always been tricky for me because the way things is now, getting things cleared is kind of crazy. So, and a lot of people are using samples. So it's trying to get music sample for films is difficult. Like just now, we just shot a cooking show for Ghostface Killer. So he has a cooking show that we just worked on. And his
Wait, hold on. Ghostface is hooking up chicken.
Ghostface.
That makes sense.
That's gonna be coming out soon.
Okay,
And,
so
you know, it's gonna be hard for us to clear music for it because you think because he's
sample.
rapper, it means that he may not completely own it. So you know, you got to figure out exactly how that is. So you know,
so basically, you guys look for records that are easy to, original songs, no samples, easy to clear. Hopefully, they wrote and produced.
Yes.
And performed it.
Yes.
So that it's just one easy clearance.
One easy clearance. We don't got to go to a bunch of people.
Okay.
How long have y'all been running y'all label?
About 5-6 years.
It's like an enterprise.
Yeah,
I
5-6
got
years.
different things going on.
Productions, Shy Cali, as called as the Productions, and you know, like she said, we do some of the biggest fashion shows you can think about. Some of the biggest artists walked in our fashion show: Mary J. Blige, Wendy Williams.
That's fine.
Papoose, Remy Ma, Cash Dog.
Larissa Shields.
Yeah, Cash Dog. We actually, you know, who else? 2C, Caesar from Black Ink, Justina Valentine.
Yeah,
It's
Damn, you DJ'd a fashion show with Papoose and Rim, and
he was one of
he's one of the DJs. All right. So I'm hearing this. I'm like, wait a minute. Right.
Ep be doing a lot.
Yeah, shut the F.
Oh,
That's why I'm like,
Ep be quiet and be having all this stuff going on.
Yeah, he
You know what I mean?
Charlie Brown. We started at the beginning with Charlie Brown.
Oh wow.
And then
That's really who I thought of. Yeah, I remember that.
This is just how it goes.
Yeah, okay.
Charlie always told me in the beginning, he was like, yo, listen, this ain't really my thing. I'm giving it to you. You do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And then I moved on and went forward with it right now to me and Cali. So yeah, but shout out to Charlie for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, shout out to Charlie,
and
man.
the platform to be able to showcase this song.
Shout out to Charlie. Shout out to LES. Now look, in the temperature and the climate where it's a lot of people trying to do the same things y'all doing, whether through the music, the movies, a lot of people doing a lot of things. How did y'all make sure y'all stood on business and y'all stood out and, you know what I mean, and stood around versus everybody else that came and went? Like, was it one thing that made it lock in, or is it just y'all work ethic? What was it that made y'all, you know what I'm saying, stick versus everybody else that's doing the same thing? You know what I mean?
So I think it's the work ethic.
Okay.
And we come like, you know, we don't have no motive to it. You know, like we want to help people. We want to like really get people out there. Like people hit us for like so many things. So, you know, why not help them? Why gatekeep?
Yeah, there's no ulterior motives or nothing
Exactly.
like that.
And I'm
Okay.
from Cali, so they politic out there. So when I got out here, it was like, oh shit, I can help all these people.
All right.
You know, and not look for nothing out of it, and just genuinely helping people.
Right.
I definitely want to shout out Rose too for giving me the opportunity to come up here.
Yes, I love Rose.
You know, definitely was since I met her, always been opening up
Genuine.
different doors and genuine what she wants to do.
Shout out to Rose. Hey, Rose. Yeah.
But definitely, Rose is definitely the person you need to know.
Yes.
If you want to move things around.
Yeah, you heard her.
Music source.
Yes, we had the pleasure of doing a couple artist showcases with her for a while. Then, you know, we're gonna
This
bring
gonna
it
be
back
like our
again.
third one, fourth one.
Yeah.
What we say? No, this is awesome stuff, man, and that's what it's all about, man. So, all of our family that's on Zoom, that's we've been doing this with for years. It's a great thing to be able to come to a place where we can all sort of connect around the music, the art, the entertainment business, fashion, and this is gonna be our spot. So, please, I hope that everybody. I know Sensoray be coming to New York, and but everybody else, man, we really got to do something up here so you can meet people like this as well as others. And I think we're going to put together maybe just a one-day summit / conference that would be just a meetup, man, and we can all come up and maybe because there's a lot of opportunity. Let me tell you something. Everybody on here is doing something as well, like in different cities and different markets. So our job is just to try to be a connector and sort of educate people on what we all do and let everybody sort of go from there. So, but all right, well, if people want to connect with you, what's the best way for them to sort of catch up with y'all?
My Instagram is Sha the Manager. That's SHA TheManagr. Sha the manager.
And mine's is __ Cali _finest __. So DM me.
Definitely will.
Give me, please. We appreciate you guys for this opportunity.
Appreciate you for
Thank
pulling
you
up.
very much.
Thanks for coming up. Thanks for coming up.
All right. Thank you.
Word up. All right. Well, cool. I think, I think we're going to end our show on that note. It's been a beautiful
Look, I just got
Wednesday.
here,
Yeah, well,
I just got. I was a little late. I'm just saying.
We try to
But
y'all would keep.
Yeah, nah.
Y'all ain't playing.
We can send y'all home. I know everybody. Brittany over there cooking. They're hungry. Big Red might have a, you know what I'm saying, line somebody. I need a haircut too. I'm just saying, not the Big Red, you're a barber and all of that. Like we said, let people do a lot of different things on here. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shout out to the whole gang.
Y'all, it was great. It was great listening to you guys. I was listening while I was cooking, but I love that you guys are connecting people together, connecting talent together. Keep doing that. I hate gatekeeping. I'm a connector myself. So if I have a resource, I'm always trying to get a resource out to someone else. So thank you. Appreciate what you're doing in the industry and keep doing it.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, we're lucky, yo. We're blessed and whatnot. So that being said, we will see everybody next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, back to the real deal. We will be doing New Music Wednesdays as well as the Next Up Showcase. Okay. The place will probably be rammed up. Really dope show. We just got a confirmation from a couple of good big artists and whatnot. And we're gonna, I think Stunner Sandy, we're gonna have her here next week as well. So I should bring some New York out. Yeah, so we're gonna bring a
might
few
do a little bad bitch challenge.
Oh,
we might.
Cuddy
said I guess I'll be like,
you gonna be.
Did somebody summon me? I was summoned. Hold on. You said bad bitch?
Oh, you coming up? Oh shit.
We need Brittany. Brittany, you gonna be? She gonna be here Friday.
I'm gonna be here Friday.
Brittany might. We could do a virtual bad bitch challenge, and then like a real life, and then the one in the real life. You see where we're going with it, so you could be no matter where you at. We got you, Brittany. We got you. It's gonna be virtual. It's okay. We're gonna do a virtual side. Got you. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Go ahead, Big Red.
Pleasure, bro.
I'm with you on that. See, look, if y'all get that thing together, man, to where we can come up there to New York and do some, you know what I'm saying? That'd be amazing, man. Cause like the one that we do down here with the Vertigo mixer, that's pretty good. And we should do a Digiwaxx mix up there so we can make plans to come up there.
You should.
Yeah, I'm thinking
maybe in August though. I'll probably go to NY in August.
August. Okay, I was thinking October, September, October. That way everything's sort of like, we back in the mix and it gives everybody enough time to put a couple dollars together to come and get a good hotel rate. So everybody can save that bread, and I think that we could do that.
I'll get you a trip, book it through Zip Pay. Zip Pay your flight. And
Right.
hotels.
Right.
Hey, Zip Pay ain't the only one, Big Red. Hey, you can fly and cruise on a budget around this thing nowadays.
Yeah.
You got them, you got Sazzle.
Yeah.
And what's the other one to do the airlines? It's on Amazon, Affirm.
Affirm, absolutely. Because I know how to do these things through Affirm. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it right there. You can get everything on a budget.
We got Rose checking in, y'all. I mean, got a couple of dollars.
Body, we got the money, we got the
Line it up.
Oh,
money.
Yo, Rose, why he didn't leave a couple real 20s?
I don't know.
Like it was a whole bunch. He want to just jump down there. I thought about it.
Men don't pick up.
I'm build some strippers.
It is. Hold on. There are unwritten strip club rules. Men cannot go down and pick up money.
Men don't pick up the money unless you work for the club, sir.
Okay.
That's
Jumped them guys before too.
I listen.
This supposed to be your money. I'm just gonna give it back to you again.
No excuses.
Big Red is like,
get back to you. You know, it's a recycling.
If I dropped it by accident, that's the only way you pick it up and say, "Here, bro, you dropped this."
in my younger years, I might have done some things like that, Big Red. But
I have, man. I have.
Ecosystem. It's an ecosystem. When I was freaking when I was like 18 or so.
Judgment zone, no judgment zone.
When I was young and broke, shit, I got that dollar went.
We listen, we don't judge.
We don't
We listen, we don't judge.
Extra bill.
I think yo, Dave here, Dave in the building.
I'm gonna tell you the most disrespectful thing. If the dude slap you accidentally with the money and it land in your lap, I'm keeping it. That's all.
Listen, I'll tell you, you better believe that dollar got recycled. That went out of bounds. Feel me?
I got one. So Ghostface got a cooking show, but isn't Raekwon
Chef.
Yeah.
A lot of controversy.
Niggas might pull up and hit the wrist work.
It's
funny that Action Bronson, remember Action Bronson, who sounds like Ghostface, followed me. He had a food show where he was eating. And now Ghostface got a cooking show.
Maybe Raekwon should do like scary movies or some shit. Ghostface.
You've seen their guests. They've had some real good guests on that show.
What show?
The cooking show.
Raekwon's cooking. I mean,
the cooking show, the Ghostface one.
The Ghostface show.
Yeah, they're editing it into in their.
You seen the guest?
Of course, I have.
Let's sit around. I'd like to sit around and see if Ghostface can hook up with a steak. You know what I mean? If Ghostface can hook up with a steak or some chicken, that might be something to watch. You know what I mean? Who knows?
It was just like the whole thing, just having to see him there with the music, and it was really that. And it was done in Long Island. It was a beautiful place in Long Island, off the shore.
Okay.
Yeah, hey,
they're getting a couple dollars.
Man, you know they deserve that.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, listen, we've gone into almost 8 o'clock, and we love everybody. And thank y'all for all of the support as well. And
thank you.
Next week we will be back at it. We got the show. We got 2 shows next week. We got New Music Wednesdays, and then we got the next up show, the showcase. So listen, anybody got any artists they think are worthy of a performance here in New York for next up? Y'all already know how we get down. Let's share that in our chats or in our texts. You already know.
Okay.
All right, so we signing off.
Guys.
Peace, gang.
Peace, love, and blessings.
Next link up, Dab. Will be next up is where's the next up link? I'll send it to you. Damn, I'll be able to send it to you. You got my number, Dab? Text me when you can. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna put it in here before we get out.
Just holding my arm.
All right, here we go.
Like Nardwar.
Text me and I'll send everything to you.
He just be like this with man.
Hey, y'all. Peace.
Recording stopped.